Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the BeerDad and Brewed Podcast. As always, I am your host, the BeerDad himself, Justin Allen, and I am joined here by my good friend, Mr. Brandan Gray, Tons and Kettles Home Brewing. How you doing, buddy?
Doing fantastic.
And we are here at our sponsors, the Craft Lounge in Beaumont, California, home of the most bodacious selection of craft beer in all of the Inland Empire. Come on in and see Jimmy. Tell him the BeerDad and Brewed Podcast sent you. He'll take care of you, because they really, truly do have the best selection of craft beer in all the Inland Empire. Right, Brandon?
They absolutely do.
All right. Well, now the shameless plug is out of the way.
Yeah.
We love you, Jimmy. Here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the BeerDad and Brewed Podcast special 2-year anniversary show. Here at the 2-year anniversary... That was the worst trumpet.
Hey, come on, man.
That was bad.
It wasn't
But I appreciate the effort, though. That was nice.
better than a butt trumpet. That would have been bad.
So,
like a minute into the show, we already got butt jokes.
Butt stuff coming up? Yeah, I know.
We're ready.
it doesn't take very long to talk about butts with Brandon.
It's going to be a good one.
So we are here, 2-year anniversary, and we could not be here on 2-year anniversary without our good friend Joshua Kunkel. He has a beer poured right in front of us. He is sitting here. This is his home away from home, the Craft Lounge, our sponsors, and he is here in spirit. I know he is. He's going to enjoy some of these beers with us. But we do have a beer poured just for him, as we always will on every episode going forward. So Joshua, cheers to you, brother. We miss you.
Cheers.
And I know you're here with us. Also with us this evening, he's sitting over there. Finally, we got him.
Finally.
We locked him down.
Finally back.
Christopher Martin is here in the building. He's here.
hands.
You hear him. Chris, say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody. Is that what you wanted?
Right now, the commuters that are listening to the show are shitting their pants, and now they got to go back home and change their pants.
Good.
Yes, I like
Good.
it. No, good. I love it.
Drive with the pens.
Live life depending on
No,
depends.
We were just talking about Depends, and
We
I thought that might be a thing that happens a future episode. See who can last the longest.
It's on the brain.
We'll do all fruited sours, and we'll shotgun them and then see who poops themselves first.
That could be a problem.
Yeah.
Oh my God! We barely just got started, and we're already talking about Depends and butt chugging.
We
and
haven't
everything
even
else.
cracked a beer
I
yet.
never said butt chug, actually.
But wait, hold on. We're not done. We have someone else sitting with us right now. By the way, we're talking about butt chugging and butts and Depends and everything, and we're joined by Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine.
Hello.
I'm sorry,
girl.
baby.
She's not easily offended.
No.
Poor girl. But no, she's not easily offended. So that's okay. We can get away with that. And I'm sure some listeners have already changed the channel or listened to some other podcast because they have been offended. But we appreciate our over 5,000 listeners that we do have listening to us every week. Thank you. Shout out to all those guys. I don't know. Was that a trumpet? What
That was a noisemaker thing, like the one you get in the party bag, and you blow on it and it goes "Brrr," like
a
that.
kazoo?
No.
Is that what?
Kazoo! No, it's not a kazoo. It's the shitty whistle that you get in a party bag.
Okay. All right. I think I know what you're talking about.
Brandon's playing the role of Michael Winslow.
Pretty
this evening.
much.
Speaking of Michael Winslow, he's back. Did you see him? He's on America's Got Talent.
Oh, shit.
Let's go.
He's 63 years old. He's been out of movies and acting since he was in his 30s. So over 30 years he's been out of the game. I did not know this, but after he did Spaceballs, the movie, his wife passed away. And so instead of continuing in Hollywood, he decided that he was going to raise his children. So that's where he has been the last 30 years. And now that his children are successful and out of college and all that, he's back. And so he's on America's Got Talent. So you got to check him out because he was one of my childhood favorite actors. I love. Oh man, dude, that dude's so funny. The things that he makes, like the noises, it's just unreal. So amazing. At any rate, this is our 2-year anniversary episode, so we're going to be having some fun. We may or may not have people here, and we may or may not have an extra microphone. So we might grab people at random here at the Craft Lounge and have them sample a beer and embarrass them on a podcast. So that's always fun.
As we always like to do.
Yes, but what we always like to do, too, is drink beer, and so we're going to start doing that because this is a craft beer and home brewing podcast.
Wait, are we sure? Are we sure it's craft beer? You said It's not.
Well-
It's not a wrestling podcast.
This
I knew he was going to bring that up. But
Let's
just for you,
get ready
just
to
for you, Christopher,
stumble.
we may or may not have some wrestling bags of tricks in literally Brandon's bag of tricks of the lineup for tonight. So be forewarned. And
There's a bunch of sweaty dudes in that bag.
sweaty dudes in tights.
Yep.
All right, so without further ado, Brandon, Mr. Tons and Kettles, has brought some home brewing that we're going to start out with, which is awesome because we love to feature home brewing. We love it that we have many listeners that have gotten into home brewing because of our show and because of Joshua Kunkel, and now we're going to carry on that tradition. So Brandon brewed up something special with actually Jasmine, who's sitting with us right now. So I think instead of having Brandon tell us what this is, I want to hear what Jasmine has to say about this beer. Jasmine, what kind of beer is this?
It is a cream ale with pineapple, coconut, and vanilla. We did vanilla, right?
No,
we
it
didn't do
has
vanilla this
lactose.
one.
It has lactose. in
Lactose.
it. Yep.
Pineapple and coconut, and well, it already sounds just almost like Dole Whip kind
Yeah,
of. What you guys
got nothing
well,
wrong
and I definitely got that from you because you were the first person that showed me a Dole Whip beer, and after that, I kind of became upset.
Oh,
There you
that,
go.
that was when we did. I think it was the stout episode when we were drinking
had some
with
raws
Eli.
for
It was the
pregame.
raw one. Yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna crack this guy.
So I apologize, Brandon, in advance. But that's okay because Dole Whip is delicious. So
Yes.
yeah, I like that. Oh, the ASMR freaks, the sound creeps really love that. I like it.
A little more. A little more.
Oh. Yeah, that was not Brandon using the restroom. That was him actually pouring a beer for you
correct.
sound creeps and audio files.
Hey, let them use their imagination.
Yeah. Think all the weird shit you want, sound creeps.
Don't tell them
we
what they're
support it.
listening to.
Right?
It might be. It might be pee. It might not. Who knows? Liquid is liquid. It's a mystery liquid. I don't know.
I can assure you, I promise you, everybody listening, that we are actually drinking beer, and we post pictures for the proof. One of these days, I don't know, we might buy some video equipment and have it filmed so you can actually watch the crazy and weird things that we do. There you go, Jasmine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so this is what did we call it? What's the name? Is it Dole Whip or is it?
No, so the name is it's called Grump Juice, and the reason why it's called Grump
Because you're a
Juice.
grump.
Well, yeah,
It was both of us.
both of us were grumpy when we brewed it. So I worked 12-hour shift, and Jasmine was like running errands all day, and then I came home and we started brewing, and we didn't get done until like 1 in the morning,
Yes,
1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
very long night. By halfway through it, we were just like, okay.
But it turned out rad though.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and spill the beans here because I already may have taken a sip.
Yeah,
That's delicious.
yeah, man.
No, it's this right now with the weather. It's starting to cool up a little bit, but it's still hot as balls outside.
Yeah.
Perfectly refreshing cream ale to just sit out by the pool, out by the lake, and just crush. And
Yeah, man.
you know, I'm not ashamed to say I like my Dole Whip flavors. The pineapple is very upfront.
Yep.
Coconut's very subtle, which is good because sometimes with coconut, you don't want your coconut to overpower your beer because
Right.
it turns off a lot of people, even coconut fans. So very well balanced, and the carbonation's really good. Good job.
Thanks, man.
Cali Cream and Dole Whip edition.
That's
Yeah,
exactly what I'm tasting. Yeah.
Basically, and Jasmine came up with the ideas. So I just brewed it.
I bugged him for months on this
She
one.
had all the ideas. So,
Delish.
yeah, man. Thank you so much.
Grump juice.
Out of the park, as always.
Here's what I'm picturing right now.
Thank you so much.
So we're going to draw a cartoon, and we're going to have a pineapple with a very, very grumpy face with a coconut helmet on, holding a beer.
Sounds good.
That's the logo.
Like two of them, and like around a boiling kettle or around a mash tun, just like pissed. Just
Yeah.
pissed looking.
And they have
Yeah.
like those little like exclamation points, like little things above their head.
Or you can have a very grumpy pineapple banging a grumpy coconut.
Why didn't that surprise me?
Well, because we were talking about, the beer
Right.
earlier, so we had to throw that in there. But this is damn good.
Thank you.
I would definitely drink this again.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
It's it's about little like specks and stuff. So we got pineapple from Oregon Fruit for the 5-gallon batch, about 6 pounds, a pound of fresh coconut from my friend Mike Samu. very nicely donated some coconut. And then there is
Now, did you
Willamette hops.
shave the coconut, puree the coconut, toast
Boil
the coconut?
fry the coconut.
Lick the coconut.
Whoa,
Sniff
wait,
it.
whoa. That's a different
Whoa.
show, Brandon. That's a different show.
Sniffed it.
You always sniff it first.
So basically, just like straight up fresh coconut and sanitized it. Just threw right in the secondary.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
I,
Like a lot.
I'm a big fan of doing that.
Sanitation's key, or this beer would end up sour.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And it's definitely sweet. It's
No, this is
This
very,
might-
very good.
Might actually be pretty good sour though.
How much,
might
how
be.
much of this do you
Just
have
saying.
left, Brandon?
just a little bit left. What? You want some?
No, like, I mean, like, not here. I
Oh
mean-
no, yeah. I'm like, I don't know, maybe like a half a gallon.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, you want some?
So you can slide me another bottle, because
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to see what my wife thinks about
Oh,
this.
for
Yeah,
sure, man,
definitely.
for sure.
She likes Dole Whip.
Oh, cool.
She's not a huge beer person, and obviously she likes those heavily fruited sours, and she's really big on those damn seltzers right now. But this reminds me very close to a beer we had in Tennessee at Southern Grist. It was their Hill series, and it was a pineapple, a double vanilla pineapple Hill.
Oh, nice.
And it pours it looked like a lager, but they listed it as a sour, and it was a little more sour than this, but very similar in flavor. So I think she might actually like this. So
Nice.
give it a go.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm very, very happy with how this turned out. So I would definitely like to do
I like it.
this again.
So is this next one for Christopher?
This next one, it is.
I'm
All right,
excited.
before you pull it out. wait. That's another that is another show.
That's
Aw.
that's what we do in the shadows, or what we do in the cooler. Or,
All right, so I mean, I have to do this because it's important. Jasmine's currently saying, "What the fuck is happening right now?"
I have no clue either.
All right, so go ahead, bring
I'm
it out.
dancing.
Let him see it. Yes. Yes.
Get it.
See, now I know who that is. I
It's-
wouldn't know his walk-up music in 1,000 years, but so we got here the best there is, the best there was,
Yes.
the best there ever will be.
You damn right, Brett the Hitman Hart. That is a beer by one of our favorite breweries around town here. Well, a little farther from here, but close enough. Arrow Lodge. Shout out to Arrow Lodge. Thank you for being a part of our 2-year anniversary show. You guys do a lot of great beers and great things for the Craft Lounge. So, when you announced this beer, I immediately tagged old Jimmy Garcia over there that he needed it at the Craft Lounge. And of course, in true fashion, he came through. So available at the Craft Lounge in Beaumont, California is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Bret Hart beer. He's on the cover. How amazing is that? One of my childhood favorite wrestlers on a beer can. That's freaking awesome. And you hear that? You hear that? That was the best, the best opening of a beer there ever was and ever will be, Brandon.
You're damn right.
The sound crews better enjoy it. Doesn't get any better.
Hey,
So what I like about Bret Hart, and I know, Chris, this is a craft beer show, and we're going to talk wrestling here for a second because we're drinking Bret Hart beer, so I have to. But what's cool about Bret Hart is the whole screw job thing that happened to him. Do you remember that, Chris?
Screw, is that like a hand job, a screw job?
No, not quite. So Bret the Hitman Hart was in the WWF before it became WWE, and he was going to have his contract expire, and he was going to leave for WCW, which was the big rival. Vince McMahon, the owner of WWF, did not want him to leave with the championship. Bret Hart was going to graciously leave with it and not do anything to trash or tarnish the name of it, but he didn't want to go out, losing the belt. Well, during a pay-per-view, huge pay-per-view against Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, Brandon knows who that is.
yeah.
They basically did what they call the Montreal screw job, where they ended.
Here we go.
Yeah, don't look that up on Urban Dictionary, by the way. Just don't. But they did that, and basically what happened was they made it to where Shawn Michaels won and Bret Hart lost the title right before he was leaving to WCW. And so it was a big ordeal. Bret Hart snapped. He spit on Vince McMahon because that's not what was supposed to happen. It was a big ordeal. Wrestling fans went crazy because that was one of the first times you actually saw real stuff behind the scenes on camera where, like, there was a beef between Bret Hart and Vince McMahon, and it was just really cool. And he's just, amazing, talented wrestler. It was really cool watching him when I was a kid, so I'm excited to see him on a beer can. So enough wrestling talk. Let's talk about the beer. What kind of beer is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be by Arrow Lodge Brewing, Brandan?
So we got, so this one is a West Coast, I believe it is, I guess it classifies as a triple West Coast IPA.
Oh, Christ. It's the second beer and we're doing triple.
It clocks in, you damn right. It clocks in at 9.2% alcohol and contains little-known hops, Citra, Mosaic, and Strata.
Never heard of it.
Neither have I.
Well, I'm excited for everybody to try this. For those that have not
I'm
tried
excited that I got a little bit of wrestling history on this podcast.
You're welcome, Chris.
Dude, hey, you know what's funny? This is the best shit ever. I remember we were doing trivia because we do trivia every Monday at the Craft Lounge. Chris got a fucking wrestling question right because of some shit that we said on the podcast.
That's right.
America.
What question was it? Oh, it was I think I'm going to butcher this. Sorry, Matt. But
I remember.
It was. You want to
Well,
say
I
it?
mean, I remember the answer.
Okay, I know the question.
Okay.
I'm going to butcher it though. But it was like, which wrestler, I don't know, was married to Stephanie McMahon or whatever.
Oh,
and,
game.
And
No. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
The category is like alliterative names or something
right,
like that.
it's all abbreviated
Abbreviated
names.
names or something like that.
Triple
Yeah.
H.
Triple H. Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Hunter
Also
Hearst
known as
Helmsley.
the game.
Yeah,
I love how much Justin loves wrestling.
he's
dude.
into it.
It's so badass.
The best part is
Yeah.
it sounds like I'm extremely knowledgeable about wrestling, but let me tell you something. Last night I went to Monday Night Raw with my brother. He won tickets, and literally the whole entire show, it's a 3-hour show, mind you. I probably knew one or two of the wrestlers in the whole entire show. It's just
shit.
like, and my brother too, because he doesn't really watch anymore either. But we were just like old, and we've definitely kind of not say outgrown wrestling. I still love it, and if I had time, I'd probably watch it. Well, I did last night. That was pretty cool. But I'm just not really into it anymore as much as I was when I was a kid. I mean, my brother and I, we used to do the backyard wrestling thing and did all that stuff for a while. Just now, got family and podcast stuff to do. So
Did you get to see a purple nurple?
no purple nurple, but I did get to see Johnny Drip Drip, and he got to squirt his gun at everybody.
What the fuck is that?
I had no clue until I actually saw it happen. So look it up. It's on.
You just got sprayed and you're like, oh, who's that?
Johnny Drip Drip.
Oh, shoot.
Like, they're really reaching now with some of these names of the wrestlers, but whatever. It's all good. I love wrestling. It's entertaining.
Is it like an Instagram Dave or some shit like that? Or?
Johnny Drip Drip. Actually, it was called.
I don't know. All these like terms are making me want to get back into wrestling because I did watch wrestling as a child. You guys give me a lot of shit.
No, it's
But
just fun to
It was
joke
all. Yeah, I
about.
know it's all in fun because I gave you guys shit that I was listening to the podcast and you went on a rant for like 30 minutes about wrestling and then didn't even tie it back to the beer.
We did. Domo.
It's not Domo.
Ladies and gentlemen, Domo has entered the building.
Domo.
He's going to hear that when he listens to the show. Here is a picture. So Johnny Drip Drip does like a TV show within the TV show where he interviews wrestlers and stuff, and that's where he squirts his gun. It's called Moist TV.
I like how he says squirts his gun.
There you go, Chris. Moist. We said moist. That one's for you, Danielle
Some
Garland.
people hate that
moist.
word, Moist.
I got a little hot bothered because I thought it was about cake.
Ooh, did somebody say cake?
Show me that cake.
Moist cake.
Wait, what was the Quebec move that you talked about earlier?
Oh, the
The
Montreal screw
Montreal.
job.
I'm sorry, different Canadian city.
The filthy Quebec.
Yeah, the Montreal screw. Actually, not where. So Bret Hart is actually Canadian, hardcore Canadian. He is from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. To those that don't know, and if you like hockey, there is a professional hockey team in Calgary called the Calgary Hitmen, named after Bret the Hitman Hart.
That's right.
Is
Fun
that
fact.
must be the minor league team for the Flames?
I don't
It
know
has to
who,
be.
but minor league team for somebody.
Yeah.
Either that or They're like a EHL team or something. Or
okay.
ECHL or
Like
like
the
AHL
goals.
team.
Yeah.
Right, AHL.
Right,
I mean,
AHL, yeah.
ECHL. They used to be, but
European.
Go Rain.
Fun fact for our
Canadian
listeners: tell us
Halifax
who
League. I don't know.
the Calgary Hitmen are a minor league team for.
yes.
Leave it in the comments.
I like it. All right. So we're drinking this Best There Is, Best There Was, Best There Ever Will Be by
shit, are
Arrow
we?
Lodge.
Are we? He said.
Well, I have been.
I
think
have
Jasmine's
too.
almost done. She's like smoking everybody.
That's because we're not worthy, and she's way more badass than we are.
We're not worthy.
We're just talking too much. She can't get a word in edgewise.
I'm just listening to about all your wrestling because I never grew up watching it. The closest thing I got to was Celebrity Deathmatch.
Oh hell yeah! I love Celebrity Deathmatch.
They were talking about bringing that back, and I really hope they do.
I hope
'cause
they do.
Dude,
Imagine,
watch that.
imagine with the celebrities now, how great this would be.
hell
Like
yeah.
That
wa-
shit is
watching people
certainly
you
not
hate.
fake.
No, when
animated.
Beavis and
What are you
Butthead got
talking
their
about?
heads ripped off, that was totally real.
It happened.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, for those that are wondering, Eric Hosmer just hit a double against the Dodgers. They're still losing 1-0. Just a little update for you.
Go Padres.
See, I can get into a baseball beer podcast.
Right.
We're gonna do it.
I'm cool here.
That'd be badass.
It's in the works.
We were talking about this before the show. I think the last podcast I was on was when the Dodgers won the World Series.
It was.
Yeah.
Don't
It was.
speak that evil language on the show ever again, Christopher Martin.
So the Padres are going to beat the Dodgers tonight to even it all out.
I think so.
I assume.
That's better.
I am an optimist, but I am also a realist. So
And I'm an Angels fan.
I don't
so
know what's going to happen.
Well, there you go.
I'll root for the Padres. I don't care.
Thank you.
All right.
I'll root
So,
for the. I don't know.
Let's go around the horn here. We'll start ladies first. Jasmine, what do you think of The Best There Is, The Best There Was, and The Best There Ever Will Be by Arrow Lodge Brewing?
I like it. It's it's hoppy, but it tastes really refreshing.
I like it. Refreshing is the key word, and I was going to use that, so you stole it. So I'm going to have to come up with something new. All right, Christopher Martin. I know it's a wrestling beer, but it is a beer. It's a big beer. What do you think?
So we're going from feminine to masculine. I see how we're going about this
Yeah.
rotation.
Let's see what you
All
have
right.
to say.
I enjoy the beer. For a triple, it is. She used the word refreshing, and that's spot on. It doesn't drink like a triple.
No.
It's very light on the palate. The Strata hops are really shining for me. I'm getting that nice strawberry note in there. Those are my tasting notes.
Strata.
Yeah.
Hear that? Sounds like he knows what he's talking about.
Strata,
over
yeah, definitely.
I've had a beer or two
A couple in his
Slightly.
day.
tonight.
there. Just tonight only. Brando.
So, I really, really love West Coast IPAs. Like I love New England style IPAs and pale ales and all the other good hoppy beers. This one is freaking awesome. I love how you get a lot of those nice kind of like earthy, floral-esque citrus, notes on the nose, and then when you drink it, you don't get a whole malt bomb. The balance is there. The Strata hops, like Chris was saying, you get that nice like kind of strawberry like ripe undertone type thing going on, and then with Mosaic, you get that classic ripe orange. It's beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. I think it's a good beer, and it is refreshing and dangerous because you could drink the shit out of this and get fudged up because it's 9.2%.
My thoughts exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was going to say that because I took a little swig before you started telling us about the beer, and I was like, that's probably somewhere around the double range. And when you said triple range, I was like, wow, they really did a good job blending because I didn't get that, alcohol burn that you get from a lot of triples where people just try really hard to get that category, and blended very well. I mean, Arrow Lodge does a really good job at any of their IPAs. I mean, they've kind of got that figured out as far as like breweries out in our area. They really make amazing IPAs. So amazing job, Arrow Lodge. I know you guys listen to the show. Thank you, and thank you for being a part of the Craft Lounge family. And we're going to keep going with some Arrow Lodge because Brandan just pulled out another. Oh, look at this. Oh man.
This one is very, very cool, and it also includes one of our all-time favorite breweries, hands fudging down, friggin'
Crowns and hops.
Crowns and Hops.
He was at a loss for words.
Teo, shout out.
Shout out Teo, Benny.
Let me just say something that I'm really excited about for Crowns and Hops. You have an opportunity right now to be actually an owner of Crowns and Hops. If you want to invest in Crowns and
That's
Hops, go to their
correct.
website, check it out. Be a part on the ground floor of something really special because they're doing some really cool stuff. They've been in the game for a while now, doing like the guest brewing and then brewing for themselves and distributing because, COVID's been one of those crazy things, but they did a great job at figuring it out. And I'm super excited for those two because they did an amazing job growing the brand, and now they're opening their own brewery where you can actually go and enjoy Crowns and Hops. So invest in the company, and
I have.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we're all on board. So
so everybody go out there and support those guys. They are doing a great job.
Here's
great
the
beer
best
and
part.
Great cause.
If you are a Los Angeles Chargers fan, or one of them stinking Rams fans too, I suppose they share the same building. However, the brewery that's going to be out there right next to SoFi Stadium, like within the vicinity, amazing. Talk about a pre-game tailgate for a football game, like the best there ever was, right? Go check out our friends at Crowns and Hops, opening soon. And go to their website and invest some money. Be a part of that company. Amazing people. Really done a great job for craft beer, especially here in Southern California. Part of the movement to increase awareness of craft beer in communities like Inglewood, where there wasn't a whole lot of craft beer.
That's right.
So amazing. And the catalyst that started it all for Crowns and Hops, it was their BPLB. So they came out with that, and people would see it on the shelves and be like, well, what does that stand for? Because nobody, it was new, right?
Yep.
And then, you start hearing the message and seeing the word that they were spreading and involving so many people of color to get into craft beer. And it's just amazing just to change up the game.
Encouraging social change and, beers for everybody. And,
It's dope.
spread the message of kindness and equality.
And
Period.
and they have a great message, and the message is not what sells because actually the beer's really good. So they do an amazing job with beers. And something that you can say about him, both of them, is they will not put out a bad beer. Like he
That's
literally did a collab with Full Circle, I think it was.
Yep.
And they dumped it because it didn't come out right.
Mad respect for that.
Dumped the whole batch and said we're going to do it again, and then they released it again. And it was good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, mad respect.
That is a brewery that cares about the consumer and cares about their product, and that definitely shows. So kudos. Crowns and Hops will be seeing you soon, I'm sure. But also shout out again to Aero Lodge. This is a collab.
right.
The Culture Vulture. It's got the vulture. Anybody?
This is Spider-Man. The Spider-Man reference, right?
Yeah, they got Marvel Comics right here. Culture Vulture. Collab between Aero Lodge and Crowns and Hops. They had a big party, which I don't know where the hell Jimmy's at. Eventually he'll come over here, but Jimmy was actually there at the drop for this beer. But I'm excited to try it. I actually got a pour.
You haven't had this one yet?
I have not.
Oh, man.
So I was giving you like the heart palpitations earlier, and I assume you thought that was for Crowns and Hops, but it's for the bird pick tea that's in this beer.
Right.
I'm a huge fan of IPAs that use teas.
And Chris will tell you all about
To
the
accentuate
other
the IPA
beers
flavors.
that Aero Lodge has put out beforehand. That include
Conditions is,
perfect tea,
is a pale ale that uses bird pick tea, and Chill Out, one of my favorite beers
Holy crap.
all time.
Yeah, for sure.
uses
That
bird pick tea
is
as well.
a damn good hazy IPA right there.
Kick-ass thing about this beer, it really reminds. So I really love Arnold Palmer, like you know what I mean, like tea, lemonade type thing. It kind of has that effect to me. I kind of get that nice contrast, and you get that really bold tea flavor that comes out.
Especially after the
with
last
the
beer
hops.
we just
Yep.
had.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh wow, it really really pops.
That's damn good, man. You guys did a great job on that.
Oh, super fantastic.
It's been a while since I've had a hazy from Aero Lodge, and wow. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming.
And when we say bird pig tea, that is actually like a tea producer. It's not a style of tea.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And also, again, shout out for the Marvel reference. That's pretty dope. You said Spider-Man. Anybody check out the Spider-Man trailer that dropped yesterday?
Oh yeah.
Not yet.
You're in for a treat, my friend. You're in for a treat. There may or may not be a returning familiar face. We'll just leave it at that.
Willem Dafoe.
Uncle Ben. Or,
maybe.
Is it Uncle Ben?
No, Uncle Ben's dead, bro.
Yeah.
That would be a twist of all twists.
Bring him back.
Bring him back. He's now a zombie. Welcome to Spider-Man Zombie Apocalypse.
Hey, that sounds about right nowadays.
Yeah, they've ran out of things to do now.
Zombie every day.
So, but yeah, it's a really good trailer. So definitely check it out. All right, Wow, culture vulture, man.
Awesome.
Arrow Lodge, banging.
That beer
Cows
is
and Hops,
fantastic.
banging.
Yeah.
So 2 banging beers from Arrow Lodge with a little assist, a little help from our friends at Crowns and Hops. And we're going to keep on chugging along here on this wonderful journey.
I feel like we're chewing through them pretty
I think
quick.
we're going fast.
Yeah.
We are.
Do we need to stop for a shotgun break?
You always want a shotgun. That might be in the mix. This is an anniversary show.
Yeah.
And speaking of anniversaries, I just want to kind of talk about it. So 2 years ago, around this time, and we'll actually use August 16th to be specific, Joshua Kunkel and myself started this little thing called the BeerDad and Brewed Podcast. We had no idea what we were doing, where it was going to go, or what we were planning with it, really. It was an idea I had. I ran it by him. I said, Josh, let's do a podcast in which we'll just record ourselves drinking beer together. And he just said, fuck yeah, let's do it. Yeah, pretty much typical for Josh, right? He supports anything his friends want to do, dumb or not. And so we're like, what are we going to do? Like, what's the theme or whatever? And I just told him, I was like, well, how about just a beer share? I mean, those are always fun. Whenever you go to a beer share and you share multiple beers with friends and family, it's a good time. There's jokes, everything. Everybody has a great time. And I said, let's just record that. Let's see what happens if we record that. And so we recorded our very first episode, which featured Craig, the Beaverman Snyder of Beaverman Brew House in Hollister, Missouri. Craig, hello. I know you're listening. You met Craig. You slept in a bed with Craig.
Did I?
I don't know.
No.
Did you? No, you guys got lost together.
That trip, I slept in a bed with Josh.
That's right.
No, I did not sleep with Craig.
No. Craig brought a cot. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
But you did get lost with him in Houston.
We
so there's
did.
That story.
Shout out to Uncle Craig.
So Uncle Craig was a part of the first episode. He brought out some of his initial beers that he brewed for the brew house so that we could sample them. And they were damn fine. And then we also had beers that Joshua brought back from Treehouse Brewing back in Massachusetts. He had just come back from the homebrew convention in Rhode Island. And little backstory, we actually recorded a first episode before that.
I remember you telling me about that.
And it was one of those things where I had no idea what the hell was going on. I didn't know what I was doing. And so I took forever to actually edit it and post it. By the time I got to the point where, okay, I'm going to figure this out, or I got this figured out, it had been like a month and a half. And so everything that we were talking about on that show was like irrelevant and old. So I'm like, all right, I can't post it. So I told Josh, we're going to have to record that again.
It's the unaired pilot episode.
It is,
Right.
unaired pilot. Maybe one day I'll post it. I don't know.
Yeah.
You should.
That'd be cool.
But it was really bad. I mean, we started. You guys see the equipment we have now, but we started with one single microphone, a Blue Yeti, and my laptop. And that's all we had. And we just stuck the microphone in the middle of the room and drank beers and had a good time. And Jose Orozco, the Paramedico Extreme, who's been on the show several times. He was on both first episodes, and great guy. In fact, we're going to call him here in a second and say hello to him. He's currently in rival territory because he's down in San Diego at the Padre game wearing his Dodger gear.
Oh shit! Is he going to hear your phone call?
He might. So we'll try. In fact, I'll try calling him while
It's going to be loud as fudge, man.
Yeah.
So let's see here. He actually just texted me, so he should be looking at his phone. So we'll see if he answers.
Oh, I'm making a cuvee.
Oh, yeah.
Chris is doing a cuvee.
I see Chris doing that.
So I want to include him on this episode.
What's up, sexy?
Man, one ring, you're good.
Damn.
Let me tell you something. When I call my bitch answers.
Jesus, jumping jack, dude.
Oh,
Does he hold your pocket when you guys are out in public?
So, Mr. Jose Orozco, welcome to the 2-year anniversary episode of the BeerDad and Brewed Podcast. I know that you couldn't be here tonight because you're, like I said, in rival gang territory at Petco Park. But I wanted you because you were on episode 1, and so I felt it necessary you be a part of our 2-year anniversary.
I do appreciate it. Believe it or not, I got a beer in my hand. Well, I'm not drinking this awful.
Oh, easy. Hey, did you know the guy that's at bat right now is really old?
There may be a delay between what we see and what he sees.
It could be, maybe.
It sounds like someone has their blinker on. Look at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it sounds like a blinker's on. But anyways, Jose, I just wanted to say thank you for being a part of the show and being a part of the family. And I'll let you get back to your game, but I wanted to bring you on and say hello and I love you. And thanks for being my bitch and answering the phone in 2 seconds.
Hey, listen. I'm the one fucking you.
We heard that.
Yes.
All right. All right, you get back to your game and go Padres.
Go Padres.
Oh, go Dodgers.
All right, buddy. I love you. All right, bye. All right, Jose Orozco enjoying the Padre and Dodger game. Definitely appreciate it. So he was part of episode 1. We had a good time. We sampled Treehouse. We sampled 8-Bit Brewing. What else did I say was on there?
You said there was.
Treehouse, 8-Bit.
Oh, Faction. One of my
that's right.
One of my favorite
That's right,
breweries.
that's right.
Oh,
Great-
really?
Yeah.
Great view. Well,
The best
one of
view
my
in craft beer.
best view
Yeah.
in craft beer by far. Great view of the city from
Yeah.
their like back porch.
For
It's
those that don't
beautiful.
know, Faction is on Alameda Island, which is a little island in between Oakland and San Francisco. And it is on an old abandoned Navy base, and they built the brewery in a hangar, and the backside of the brewery faces the city of San Francisco. So while you're drinking, you have a view of San Francisco, the Oakland Bay Bridge, and the Golden Gate Bridge. So one of the most amazing views you could have at a brewery.
Absolutely.
And the beer is fantastic. They make amazing IPAs. And one of the craziest beers, which I believe is the one that we had on episode 1, one of my favorite beers, because it was like the first time I had a golden stout that I actually was like, holy shit. And it's called an Anomaly Milk Stout. And
Oh,
it's one of
nice.
their famous beers. And so damn good. One of the most crispest. Like you pour it and you're like, that's lager. And then you smell it and you're like, coffee. And then you drink it and you're like, stout. Weird, but so freaking amazing and refreshing. So if you ever have a chance, check out Faction Brewing in Alameda, California.
A lot of Seinfeld references on their beer names as well.
Yes, that makes it
that's
cool. A
funny.
lot of pop
Yeah.
culture. So those nerds and all of us that like that kind of stuff.
Love it. Vandelay Wit.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I like that culture vulture. So that was a little history on episode 1, and we are now here. I don't even know what the hell episode this is. I know it's a 2-year anniversary, but I believe, don't quote me, this is season 3, episode 2. So we're in 3 seasons, and this is the 2nd episode. Our first episode of season 3 kicked off with Brandan and I visiting our good friends, Chad and Skylar at Solaris Brewing. That was a good time, wasn't it,
Two
Brandan?
wild and crazy guys.
Oh my God, those guys are a riot. You got to listen to. I know Chris listened to the episode. Did you listen to
I
it?
did.
Those guys
Thoroughly
man,
enjoyed that.
they had me cracking up. Like usually, like we tell jokes and have fun and stuff, but it was like it was just the 4 of us. It was like we were all on, and it was just like, oh my God, these
like-
guys are great.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I was so upset that I missed one because I had intended to be on that episode.
and I texted
But
Chris.
Yeah, I had gotten
should have been
I
there.
had gotten a new phone, and Brandon tried to text me earlier in the day,
You're
like,
like,
twice.
New
And
number? Who dis?
No, the text never came through.
No, yeah.
They never came through.
And I was like, damn, like that, like
Like, oh, you gonna do me like that?
for ghost.
Yeah, no,
everything.
those guys sounded like a blast. I would have loved to be there.
And the beer was so good.
Brandon was right. Italian Pilsner, one of my jams.
Oh, the
So,
Giallo is insane.
So good. I had it
thanks-
slow poured.
Thanks for bringing
Oh,
me
they're
back
so
a can,
good.
babe.
Of course, girl. Always.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna crack another beer here and keep on rolling. But I'm also gonna
All
make
right.
a phone call. We'll see if he answers. I don't know if he's gonna answer. We'll see what happens.
Ring ding dong. Ring a ding 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 dong.
It's only 11.
Hello.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
well,
hell
hello.
no.
Yes. I'm just
know
doing
that
this
voice.
without a little warning, but hello there, Mr. Craig.
Well, hello.
Mr. Craig, this is a surprise to you because I didn't text you and forewarn you, but you are now officially on the 2-year anniversary of the BeerDad and Brewed Podcast.
I'm on the line right now.
You are on the show right now. You are on the line. You're sitting here with me and Brandan.
Yes.
We got Christopher Martin, who you've met, and Jasmine.
That's correct.
So,
Nice.
everybody, Mr. Craig, Bearded Beaverman Brewhouse, Hollister, Missouri.
Yeah?
He was on episode 1. So, just like we just talked to Jose, we had to call you too and say hello because you were part of the very, very, very first episode of the BeerDad and Brewed
Yes.
Podcast.
Yes, that was a good one too.
Yeah. So, for those that don't know, Mr. Craig actually just battled and overcame and beat it like a bitch, the Delta variant. So I'm glad to see you back on 2 feet and doing well.
Yeah.
So I know it was a tough go for a couple days for you, but I'm happy you're doing better.
Oh yeah, I had a couple of rough days, but I'm over it and I'm drinking beer.
Hell yeah, that's what we'd like to hear.
I'm gonna guess that first beer never tasted so damn good.
Be honest with you, that first beer I had tasted like crap, and it scared the crap out of me.
Are you sure that wasn't just a Budweiser?
No. Budweiser don't touch these lips.
Good. I'm glad.
You got to be careful when you drink the first, post-COVID beer. You got to wear Depends, Uncle Craig. You know that, right? So you don't poop your britches,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that's definitely true. Absolutely.
I was just saying, actually, just seconds before you called that. I'm actually drinking right now. I'm drinking a Kunkel Dunkel.
Oh, how
See,
amazing is that?
Josh is
I love
watching.
it.
Josh is.
Yes.
He's here. We have a photo
man,
of
it's too
him
good.
as well as a beer poured for him. So that's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. So you actually
just
brewed his recipe, yeah?
Yeah. And so it came out amazing. Probably, I'd say one of the top 3 beers I've ever made.
That's awesome, man.
And
Great.
That's awesome.
I right after I got over the COVID, a couple days later, I thought, I got to get me some of that beer, and I tasted it, and I was like, oh my God, I can't drink this. It's terrible. My taste buds are all screwed up. And today, I actually just was telling my buddy Wayne here, that's having one with me, that I think I finally got my taste buds completely back, because this beer is tasting amazing.
Beautiful. I'm glad to hear it. That's awesome.
Not so much on the porter.
Not so much on the porter. Porter's not tasting good, huh?
Yeah, we got a porter that went sour on us, and we're trying to figure out what happened.
Sour porter, huh? What do you think?
It's
Wild
porter.
yeast, probably.
Yeah, you
sour
probably
porter?
caught a little bug. How long was it sitting?
Yeah, I'm sure somebody would love it, but we're just not digging it.
No, yeah. So there's trial and error with brewing, and you get something that's too funky, and if you don't like it, then more than likely most of your consumers aren't going to like it either.
Correct.
Just make a good soy sauce out of it.
No,
Craig.
man. Give it to the sewer gators, man.
Yeah, the sewer
The
gators.
sewer gators will love that shit.
Yeah, I've never made it sour, but I guess I had one that accidentally went sour.
It happens, man.
Yeah, it happens to the best of them.
Yep.
But you do make some damn good beers back there in
Did your
Hollister,
cock ring just
Missouri.
fall off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what was that?
Damn right.
Brandon's cock ring just fell off, in case you were wondering.
My wiener ring just slipped right off. I don't know.
I totally forgot to tell him to take it off.
Yeah.
You're supposed to remind me.
I was wondering why he was so pale in the face. It was all that circulation was cut off.
And so blue in the dick.
Yeah, almost black, really.
Oh no.
Oh, Lord, I apologize.
3 beers in. Here
Hey,
we go.
I say we all go back to Texas.
Oh, Mr. Craig would love that.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just don't get lost in Houston again. That's all I ask.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? I think they shouldn't make so many damn Best Westerns of where the fuck we were at.
Yeah.
There were too many. Too many Best
Let me tell
Westerns.
you, me and Brandon, we'll never look up Best Western on Uber again. I don't know. We had a good time that night.
Houston is big. It's a big ass place. so
Very
you get
large
lost.
city,
Yeah,
yeah.
you get lost.
It is a very large
Yeah.
city, so I could see it. But we all kissed and made up, and we were happy to see you safe
That's right.
after a 3-hour extravaganza. I know. Good old Johnny got some beautiful taste of Houston. And he got to see several things that he probably is trying to go through counseling just to get out of his memories.
I feel like I got shorted on that, because
You did.
That's kind of like a pretty amazing little road trip you guys went
You
on.
really did, especially the guy twerking on top of the crippled lady in the wheelchair. That was interesting.
Yeah.
And then also
Yeah.
the two people totally plowing each other in the parking lot, and he comes rolling in hard like a cop in the car, and he pulls up. He's like, there they are, and he's like, oh, that's not them. They're just making out. And I look over, and I'm like, no. They're doing a little more than making out.
You know, I am so disappointed. I mean, there was a vehicle with 3 of you guys in it, and nobody got video.
I know. Seriously.
It happened all so fast. I was going to, you know how you can sneak a little Snapchat in of the guy twerking on the crippled lady, but the problem was Johnny literally slammed on his brakes in the middle of the intersection, and everybody was staring at us. It was outside that nightclub, and I was like, "Go, Johnny, go!" Because
Go, Johnny, go!
Go, Johnny, go.
Oh man, that was a good time, but definitely more good times are.
Did you guys just break out into a song?
Hell yeah, we did.
We did.
Johnny, be good.
Shout out to old cousin Johnny. He just turned 30 years old. He just made it to his dirty 30s.
Congratulations.
Dirty 30.
It's all downhill from here.
And I feel like we were a part of his degeneration into I don't know, an asylum or something.
Dude, there's only like 3 days we had with him. Like,
We
shit.
definitely corrupted him for sure. That was between the shenanigans at the hotel rooms with, man.
All the farting and snoring and
Well, yeah, there was that one where you blew up the bathroom, and I mean that lingered
new?
for like the whole day.
dude, I call it's called cleansing. Okay.
He was blessing everybody, is what he was doing. Blessing the room, making sure that we were kosher.
I was cleaning out my indoors. That's what I was doing.
Cleaning out his inside, so that way he could eat all that barbecue meat that he had in his pocket. Right?
You guys will never let me.
In your pocket.
That's how I'm always going to be known.
Yeah.
The meat pocket guy.
Meat pocket.
From this day forward, there will always be a wrestling reference and a meat pocket reference.
Oh yeah, and a butt chug.
And butt chugs.
And butt chugs.
Speaking of butt chugging, Craig, are you and Wayne going to be doing any butt chugging later?
No, we'll probably pass on that.
Boo.
Boo. I just want to know who could drink the most while butt chugging, you or Wayne.
So what kind of equipment do you need to butt chug?
A funnel and a tube.
A funnel, a tube, and a butt.
Funnel
And a-
tube.
and a
Well,
butthole.
we're using both of those, so we're good.
Very nice.
Yeah, I like to use the other end to consume my beer.
Oh, the penis.
Oh, the ding dong hole. Yeah.
So
We have officially upgraded to even more vulgar
Yeah,
talk.
it's like
that's probably the only way I could ever consume a Budweiser.
you just suck it up
Oh, my goodness.
like a straw. You just
What is Jimmy doing? I don't know if you forgot
So
about
where,
us. I don't know
where
what's
are
going
you guys at?
the
doing
Craft
the
Lounge?
podcast right
on.
here?
We're at the Craft Lounge.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
well, trying to get some.
Oh, he perked up.
Oh my!
Well,
Oh,
tell
there we
Jimmy
go.
I'm loving my
First
shirt.
burp.
You love your shirt? Okay.
I
Let
love my shirt.
me see if I can upgrade this phone call real quick and see what happens. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Oh, there you go. There's Mr.
There he
Craig.
is.
So, yeah. Oh my God, Brandon.
Whoa, hey,
Oh, hey, how's it going? Shit, you scared me. Oh, you scared me.
I've got Wayne here with me.
There's Wayne.
Howdy, Wayne.
Hi, Wayne.
Oh shit, Wayne, you're all frozen.
There you go. There's Christopher.
Oh, there you go.
And then we got the lovely Jasmine over
Hey.
here.
Of
Let's
course.
see.
Of course.
There's Jasmine.
Nice.
And somewhere, Jimmy's like way over there. I can
Very
see him.
nice.
Can you, Craig, wave to Jimmy. Let's see if he'll see you.
Jimmy!
Jimmy! He doesn't see you. He's over there with his girlfriend, sitting by the fireplace. I don't know what's going on over there. It's definitely not rated PG-13.
That was the first what's that water? Death water?
Liquid death.
Death water.
Liquid death.
Yep.
First death I ever had was at the Craft Lounge.
There you go. The first liquid death. First time I ever had liquid death is when I drank a Budweiser. Oh, look at the glass he's drinking out. He's drinking out of the OG
Fantastic.
BeerDad and Brewed Podcast.
OG, buddy.
There's Josh's beer. We got Josh there in the frame, and his beer's poured. So we're all repping.
Nice.
And we're just setting up here. We're in front of Jimmy's new sign here. We got a nice little setup here. And, yeah, we had to call you because this is the 2-year anniversary episode. There's Wayne.
Yep.
God damn it, Wayne. I don't even.
Dadgummit.
Hey, I started this thing.
So also, right over here outside there is a hot dog vendor called Juju's, right?
Yes.
We're gonna have her come in here because I have a question to ask her. But Craig, I'm gonna ask her. Her banner out here says that they have the hottest buns. So I'm gonna ask her if that's the truth. So we're gonna have to find out. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we got to know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that
We
shirt
need
you
to
got
know.
there.
You like that Hawaiian shirt? Very festive. Today is Tiki Tuesday at work. So
Oh.
yeah.
You them or
Yeah, there should have been Mai Tais, but that's frowned upon at the state of California, so we didn't have Mai Tais.
Boo.
You can't wear a tie with a tiki shirt.
Yeah. Well,
do they make a virgin Mai Tai?
bow tie maybe.
I don't think
know.
so, because usually a Mai Tai is nothing but a bunch of liquor and a splash of juice. So I guess you could just pour a splash of juice and pretend. I don't know. But, yeah. So there you go. Well, Craig, like I said, I wanted to call you because this is a special episode. It's our 2-year anniversary. Since you were a part of episode 1, had to call you. I knew you were feeling better. I took a chance. I knew you would answer because it's not quite bedtime for Mr. Craig. So,
Oh, that's right.
yeah, still going strong. So we're going to let you go get to drinking with Wayne, and we're going to continue drinking. We're
That's
only 3
correct.
beers in, and we got a few more to go. So
Yeah.
stay tuned so you can listen to yourself on the podcast. And as always,
Yeah.
I love you. Well, I mean, technically you're my uncle, so I got to say that. But I'm glad to see you're back on your 2 feet.
Oh, yeah.
2 feet or 3 feet?
2.5 feet.
2.5
Hey,
feet.
there it is.
His stage name used to be Tripod.
Yeah.
What happened?
A shrinkage.
Oh.
Turned into a pod.
It's cold in that lake. See, what happened is he jumped in Taneycomo instead of jumping in Table Rock, and that's where he all went wrong.
Oh.
For those that don't know, look it up.
You got a warm one and a cold one? What?
Oh, don't ever go swimming in Taneycomo, let me tell you.
Why?
You won't see your nuts for 13 days.
I haven't seen my nuts in a year. What are you talking I'm just kidding. They're still here.
That's right.
They're still around.
All right, Mr. Craig, thank you for being a part of the show. We appreciate you.
You bet.
And we'll be in touch. Keep brewing those beers.
Oh, yeah.
All right, brother. Bye, Wayne.
Bye, Wayne. Bye, Uncle Craig.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was great.
That was great.
That was absolutely great.
All right, you guys ready for another beer?
I am absolutely ready for another beer.
I
So
was ready for another beer that whole conversation.
Me too.
we had a couple other drinks there. Pour it.
So today, me and my friend Jeff, we went to LA on the train, and we stopped by Highland Park Brewery, and we got some World Champ. It is a double dry hop. I believe, yes, it's a double dry hop, double India Pale Ale. And I'm actually gonna look up the hops because it doesn't say what the hops are on the can.
It's another dig, isn't
World Champ Hazy Double
What's that?
it? That's a dig, isn't
No,
it?
well, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so we got a hazy double IPA. The clock's in at 8.3, and it's packed with Mosaic, Citra, and Vic Secret hops.
I see you.
Vic Secret
So
is
here we go.
one of my faves.
Nice. Yeah, that is a.
New Zealand.
We're talking about hops, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yes and no.
Oh, no, Vic Secret is an Australian hop.
Is it Aussie?
Yeah, that's right.
Aussie,
Yeah.
New Zealand. You know,
Yeah,
I
it's all the same.
put
No, I'm
them all
just
in the
kidding.
same boat.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
Sound Creek.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that was delightful.
Oh, you sound creeps out there. You really dig that one, didn't you?
Dig it,
Can you dig it?
sucker. That was for you, Chris.
Oh, there you go.
I appreciate it.
So this is about as fresh as you can get. This is literally canned
Today.
earlier this morning.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
Holy moly.
I love Highland Park. That's one
So
of
for
my
those that
favorite
don't know, our little Brando here took a field trip took a field trip out to Los Angeles today via the train, and he visited Highland Park Brewing, and he brought this back today. Fresh.
Yeah, and we might have another Highland Park and something else beer on the end of the
Straight off
podcast
the,
here.
straight off the canning line.
This one is, yeah.
Right.
So this one, and then the other one is a little bit of a special collab. But this, I'm sure, is going to be fudging awesome. I've had this beer many, many times. And it's actually one of the Christmas ornaments that hang on the Craft Lounge tree every year.
I love the Craft Lounge tree.
It is
Beautiful.
and it's Jasmine's old Christmas tree.
I gave Jimmy that tree like 2 years ago and never
Yeah.
got back.
Yeah.
I said it's fine.
I love it.
So I cannot wait for this because
World
I
champs.
just love this beer.
All right, here we
the
go.
brewery. Cheers.
Cheers.
Sláinte.
Cheers.
Across the table. I see you. I'm not going to reach.
Such a
No, it's all the way
We're going to
over.
break
You're good.
equipment if I try.
A lot. All right, so world champs, Highland Park Brewing. We
That
are
is
coming in at
fresh.
8.3%. And beautiful color on this. Absolutely beautiful on a hazy double IPA. So we went from a hazy single to a hazy double, yeah?
That is correct. And it is a hazy double. I made a mistake and I said double dry hop. I don't think it's double dry hop. I didn't read that anywhere in the description. So hazy double IPA.
We forgive you.
I just want to point out
Thank
one
you.
thing because since baseball's on right now, we started with a triple IPA and then a single and now a double.
Oh,
So
shit.
literally, if we drink if a home run IPA exists,
We're going
and we
to.
drink it, we are going to drink the cycle.
That's correct.
We're going to find it.
I
We're going
think
to find it somewhere.
How about we just dump every IPA that we have into one cup and drink it?
Well, I mean, I've got my cuvee going over here, and I guarantee you guys, at some point during this podcast, I'm accidentally going to drink from this cup.
You should drink it all.
No, I mean, I'm going to accidentally
Yeah.
drink from it.
Oh, accidentally.
Thinking that I'm drinking.
Oh, I think you said actually drink from it. I was
No,
like,
no,
yeah,
no.
I hope you do.
Accidentally.
Oh, accidentally. Okay.
Accidentally
Oh.
drink
I
from
don't know
it.
why that just reminded me of Friends with Ross and Joey. Accidentally, right? Yeah, I love that scene. And then Joey's like, I don't know what this means. I'm sorry? That's not how that works.
For those unfamiliar, Justin was doing air quotes.
Yes.
That's correct.
And quoting Friends, which a lot of my friends are like, what? You watch Friends? Let me just clarify something. One of the classes I teach, a communications class, there is a communications video with Friends scenes, and that's one of the scenes. So that's how I know that. Just
Dude,
throw that out there.
Friends is classic. It's
I
hilarious.
love that show.
Yeah.
I never really got into it.
I never really
great.
got into it, but I
Good.
appreciate the all-time greatness of it. Sure.
What's the
It's
one
like
about the guy with the in the hammock? He's like naked in the hammock.
He's not in a.
What?
What's he in a film?
I
I
don't
don't remember
know.
a hammock.
Is that like
It's the
Naked
old-
and Afraid,
No,
or-
it's their neighbor across the street. They call him naked old guy or naked something.
Yeah, he's just hanging out naked. I just remember something. They're all
He's
like,
just
Hanging and
naked all
naked.
the time.
Naked,
Long
naked,
story.
and not,
Ugly naked guy. I think that's what they
Yeah.
call him.
naked and not afraid.
long
Yes,
story short,
exactly.
the naked guy was me.
Sweet.
I like it.
Yeah.
So, beer.
Anyway,
What do you guys think?
Beer.
Tell me. Talk to me.
Talk
Choose
to
me.
Goose. So the one before this was a single. This is a double. This is, I feel like, this is softer on the palate than the single
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Well, I guess that might be because of the increase in the malt bill, and I'm sure that there's a ton of flaked oats in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
I
soften
would
the
believe
mouthfeel.
it. I would believe it.
Yeah, for sure.
But the other thing I get is a super fresh. You can tell that this is
Oh yeah.
right off the
But the cool thing is, though, I do have to add, the cool thing is that it doesn't taste green. It doesn't taste
No,
like you're drinking
It doesn't.
hop runoff. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that's what I really appreciate about it. And the
Hop
malt
runoff.
is not overpowering. The hops are nice and layered, like I always say, but that's true. It's nice and layered. The nose is really pleasant. You get, I don't know, what kind of notes you guys get on this one? I just get like
Let me take one more sip and investigate, and I'll let you know.
some like pleasant, like,
It's really soft on the palate. It's really hard to pull out
Right.
distinct top notes on this beer, which is surprising for a double.
Right.
But what I do get is a little bit of tropical, a little bit of earth.
Yeah, very earthy.
I'm gonna go along the lines of what he's saying with tropical. I'm getting that juicy, and I know this drives you crazy, Brandon, because I use this is what I'm tasting, but a bubble gumish flavor.
no. I get that.
Yeah.
No,
So
I
just that
understand.
juicy, like popping, like not like a fruit bubble gum, but like that original old school
Right.
pink stuff that like the flavor would wear off in
Sure.
2 seconds, kind of thing. but this doesn't, and you just get that crisp kind of bubbly flavor.
So like when you drink beer that has cryo hops, you know,
Yeah.
you typically get that kind of like fresh bubble gum.
Yeah.
Hubba bubba.
Right. Or maybe even like a bazooka type thing.
Bazooka, that's the one I'm looking for.
Bazooka.
I love bazooka gum, but yeah, 2 seconds and the flavor's gone.
It's just gone, yeah. And it's harder than a rock, and it comes with baseball cards, and sometimes it sticks to the baseball cards, and then it fucks up the baseball cards, and you can't sell them, or you can't
Did I tell
do
you?
anything with them.
did I
They
tell-
just suck, yeah.
Did I tell you about the the old ass pack of baseball cards I found in the garage, and they had the gum in there?
Did you eat it?
I tried.
Oh.
It-
Did you chip a tooth?
so I bit into it, and it like literally just like disintegrated
Dissolved,
in my mouth,
yeah.
and
Nice.
it made my mouth dry for like 30 minutes.
Nice.
It was the worst experience ever. No bubblegum flavor at all. It was bad. I'm like, well, I hope I don't die.
Like it
'cause-
wasn't gummy, like it started like falling apart in your mouth.
No, it was like powder.
Over a while, that chemical bond's going to break down. It's just going to
Yeah.
dissolve.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was bad. It was a bad idea all
And the
around.
powderiness is probably from the preservative that they pack it with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't recommend it. If you find that pack of 1986 Topps baseball cards, do not chew the bubble gum.
Just leave it alone. We were talking about cards on the last episode, or you guys
Yeah.
were, weren't you? Getting cards graded,
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon cards graded.
And then we were also talking about the Battle of the Breweries.
We were.
card game,
Shout
yeah.
out to Joe and Battle of the Breweries, which
That's
is doing
correct.
very successful on Kickstarter. I'm not to actually look it up. I didn't check it today. But Battle of the Breweries is a great card game that is very similar to Pokemon, highly collectible and sought-out brewery cards where you can actually learn a little bit, because a lot of the breweries there, they will put like their very first beer they ever made. So we learned, what was it? Was it Evil Twin?
Soft Dookie or whatever
Yeah,
it was?
Evil Twin's very first beer was called Soft Dookie. Did you know that, Chris?
It was called B.J. Armstrong.
BJ Armstrong.
Billy Joe Armstrong.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Oh,
Not that Dookie, sir. Not that Dookie.
Oddly enough, there was a professional basketball player named B.J. Armstrong as well. Played for
There
the,
was
the
Bulls.
Bulls and the
I
Magic.
remember that.
That's right,
Yeah.
in the 90s.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
Back when the Bulls were the Bulls.
that's correct.
Doubles.
Doubles. I love that skit.
Oh, wait, sorry, what was the question?
We are
Facts-
wondering.
First beer for which brewery?
Evil Twin.
Evil Twin. What was on the podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Soft Dookie.
Soft Dookie.
Soft Dookie.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so just an update for those that want to know. Kickstarter Battle of the Breweries still has 21 days to go left on the Kickstarter, and they are already over 66%. Their goal of 16,325 is currently at 10,903, so they're making the push. It will get funded. It will get back. So go right now to Kickstarter, look up Battle of the Breweries, and go ahead and buy whatever you want, invest in it, and you'll get it shipped as soon as it funds. And the game's pretty cool. And for me, I want to collect those cards. Those are badass.
They are kick-ass.
How do I get a foil Brewability?
Yeah, the Christopher Martin
That might be a rarity. That might be hard to find.
I got to talk to Joe about that one.
S'mores Porter.
I got a fun first beer question for you guys, though.
Yes.
Do it.
First beer that Stone produced.
The very first Stone
Yeah.
beer.
I'm going to guess. So I know the first three that they put into production.
Go for it.
Do you want me to say the first three they were put into production, or you want me to guess which one was
Put
the
them
first
in
one?
any order, but there was the first one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the first three that I know, because I took the tour. I know the first three are, one is Pale Ale, two is IPA, and number three is Porter, or Smoke Porter. Is that incorrect?
So you got the number one, like spot on.
Pale Ale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Pale Ale.
Yeah,
And it was just called Stone Pale Ale.
Yep.
Right.
That was the very first beer they brewed.
that's correct.
IPA was one of the three. I'm not sure about Smoke Porter. I had a levitation in my head for some reason.
Oh, okay.
But I'd have to go back to my day one orientation to.
Nice.
I just remember the very first beer was pale.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Hey,
And-
hey, Stifler, how's the Pale Ale?
Oh, fuck. And I don't know if we told this story before, but how Arrogant Bastard became Arrogant Bastard is that it was a mishap while they were brewing Pale Ale. So essentially, they double the ingredients, and that's how pale ale came to be. Correct?
Yeah. They put an order in for the ingredients they needed for pale ale, but they didn't get delivered, or they delivered the wrong thing, and then they're like, fuck it, let's just make a beer with it, and they doubled up the recipe, and that became Airy Bastard. Yeah.
It's so cool.
And they marketed it as, you're not going to like this beer, and you put a challenge in front of someone, and they're going to be like, well, fuck you.
You're
I'm gonna
not
like this
worthy.
beer.
Yeah, that whole thing, and which I think is brilliant, honestly, because you call somebody out.
Yeah.
Even if they're by themselves, they have nothing to prove. They're gonna be like, yeah, like yeah, I'm worthy. And they're just gonna, I'm worthy. Like a worthy man.
One thing I can say about Stone, not because you're here and I want to kiss your ass, but happy 25th anniversary. And the 25th anniversary IPA is available here at the Craft Lounge. I don't think the keg's blown quite yet. I just had it the other day when you were here, and I was telling Chris that I was impressed because it's a triple. And I thought, for sure, all right, Stone, it's a triple. I'm going to take a drink, and I'm going to get slapped in the face with that hot burn. And that is not the case. They did an amazing job. I was telling him, I'm pretty sure the powers that be told the brewers, listen, 25 years is a big fucking deal. Make this beer delicious and make it great. And they really did a good job. And, I don't really talk about Stone that often because, it's not in my wheelhouse. I don't drink it that often. The ones that I do are more of their one-offs that I enjoy when they come out with them. But they're daily, just their IPA and what, Arrogant Bastard and all that. I don't drink it. But this, I would drink it again and again and again. The 25th anniversary is damn good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
No, they're selling it in 8-ounce pours. It's going to be here for a minute.
Yeah.
For sure. Come on down. Try it out.
Delicioso.
It's nice and gnarly. It's got what do we count? 8 different hop variants.
8 different hops, and you
Varietals,
guessed 6 of them correctly.
Yeah.
So, pairing, right? A lot of people are into this whole beer food pairing thing. When I drank it, the first thing that I thought about was a nice rotisserie chicken.
Oh.
Nice.
Would be perfect with that beer.
That is
I think Jasmine's
that's pretty
hungry.
spot on. Yeah.
I love rotisserie.
Me too.
Hint, hint, Juan Pollo right down the street. Just saying.
Oh,
Sound
Jasmine
Oh,
likes Juan
man.
Pollo.
I just like chicken.
With some Chianti and fava beans, apparently.
Oh, Brandon's digging. I think we
Beautiful.
got another
He's
beer
going
about
for
to
more
hit the
beer because
table.
we need more beer. I mean, we're doing good.
oh shoot, we're gonna reminisce on the Denver trip right now.
That's beautiful. I'm excited because you just went to Denver, Jasmine and yourself, and I was very sad because I've always wanted to go to this brewery, and you went, but you did bring back a beer for me, and I appreciate you bringing it.
Oh, no
in.
problem.
We actually went there twice.
Yeah, we did.
I heard, and that's probably what would have happened if I had them. And I probably would have gone maybe 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Right? Remember Stone
a
Cold?
beer, Dad.
How many beers did you drink? 1 beer, 2 beers, 3 beers, 4 beers. Right, and you just kept going and going and going.
It's cool because they literally have 3 beers on tap year round. So they have their slow pour pills, which is pretty famous, and then they have the Helles lager, which is fantastic as well. And then we have here the
Dunkel.
third is the Bierstadt Dunkel.
How could we not do a Dunkel?
Of course,
We're drinking this in honor of our good
Josh.
friend Joshua Kunkel.
For sure.
We could have had some Kunkel Dunkel, but we did that on the last episode of season 2. So we're going to have some Dunkel from Bierstadt, and I'm really excited because I haven't had their Dunkel, actually. But I did have the slow pour, and I made it a point to do the slow pour. I think about 5 minute-ish of me pouring it over there on the counter. Tried to get that nice, beautiful, almost soft serve foam at the top, but it didn't quite work out the way I wanted to. But it was still absolutely delicious, and I'll bet there in the brewery is probably just unreal. And so one day,
Yes.
one
and
day,
their food is so good too.
oh yes, she will be mine.
Yes, their food is so good.
German food, authentic, good,
Yeah,
delicious.
definitely. I had a Jaeger Schnitzel.
Jaeger Schnitzel.
Jaeger Schnitzel. Some fondue cheese. It's fantastic.
Fondue.
Yeah, man. So yeah, they do. And
We'll
then
go there.
They also did the one-off. They have a rotating beer, or seasonal beer, I should say. Was their Dortmunder style, their export lager.
Did
which
you just
was,
say Gangnam Style?
Yeah. Style.
Did you just say order some Domino's style?
Yeah. Order some Domino's style. No, but yeah. So yeah, beer stout lager, and the Denver beer scene period is off the hook. Absolutely fantastic.
We'll go there.
I recommend that to anybody who wants to have a good time and drink some good beer.
Here's my idea. We already talked about next year doing.
Oh shit! What was that?
Oh, that was fantastic. That's what
That was beautiful. That right there is enough to just wake everybody up and bring them to the table.
that's right.
But we were talking about future trips for the show, and I think maybe being where it's at, we might incorporate like maybe Great American Beer Fest
Yes.
and Beer Stat for
Yes.
sure. So we might try to pull that in. I know we're talking about something big. I'll talk about it later on in the show towards the end that we're going to hopefully pull off next year. I think we can pull it off. I'm sure we can pull it off. It's going to be really cool. Probably one of the first for any craft beer podcast ever. I think it's going to be fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
But we're going to do it, and I'm going to talk about it in a little bit later, so stay tuned. That's like the hook. Isn't that like how you get people to keep listening? Like, you gotta
Stay
hear-
tuned.
Now you got to put in like a little like intermission.
Look at Jasmine holding her cup. She's like,
Yeah, she's like, "What the hell are you doing over
I'm
there?"
ready.
Like,
Pour it up,
she's like,
baby.
Beer Dad's over here trying to like sell the show and keep the listeners in. I just want to drink. Give me some of that Dunkel. Speaking of Dunkel, I know Jimmy's going to want some of that, so someone's going to have to yell at his ass and get him over here because I know he's busy.
Jimmy,
But
here's that Dunkel.
but he needs to come over here and
Would you
come
like
over
some?
here. He says a little bit.
Or he's no, I'm no,
Is it
I
your-
no.
is he over here?
I appreciate Jimmy. I'm not
Come
going
over
there.
What?
Or he's talking about the size of his penis. Sorry, Jimmy. I know you're going to listen to this.
Shrinkage.
I apologize in advance if I made a peen joke.
Did you pour him some already?
I did.
Jasmine, you were got some?
Everybody has some.
All right. Wait, hold on. Give him in the microphone over there. We got another one. And hello, Jimmy.
Check 1 2, check 1 2.
There you
Yeah.
are. Here comes the high
Lady
stepper.
and gentlemen.
Coming in hot.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Garcia, the Craft Lounge. Here he is.
Hello, folks.
We're gonna drink this Dunkel in honor of our friend Joshua Kunkel.
That's correct.
Brandon brought this back from Bierstat. We've all been excited to try this, so cheers.
Cheers.
Let's see what this tastes like.
For Josh.
It's for Josh.
Oh man. Ooh. What do you think? What do you think, Jimmy?
Quite remarkable. I like that. That is a very, very good dunkel. I like it a lot.
Bierstat's money.
True to style.
Money.
Like
Yeah.
as authentic. And the cool thing about them too is that me and Jasmine went on a tour, and they said they follow the Rheinheitsgebot, like they're like the German purity law to a T, except they use Rocky Mountain water, and so that's what makes this brewery unique and kind of sets them apart from every other brewery or like traditional German brewery. So
Crisp. clean.
mad respect. Those guys are awesome,
Mad respect.
guys and ladies, and awesome place.
If you guys are in the area, definitely check them out.
Oh hell yeah.
Bierstat, the Denver area. Do it.
Bierstat, Cerebral Brewing, Novel
yeah.
Strand, True, Bear Brewing. There's a ton of badass breweries in Denver, so
A lot of shout-outs.
definitely get that. There's way more too.
There's a
We
lot.
saw a lot.
Well, I mean, it's the home
Shotgun
of
shout-outs.
the largest beer festival in the United States, so they gotta represent somehow.
Shout out to Paul at the Denver Microbrewery tour. That was fun.
Paul. Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul,
Paul.
if you're listening.
Yeah, Paul,
This one's
you
for
hear
you.
me?
We shout out breweries and we also shout out Paul.
Yeah, Paul. Yeah. He was
To you, Paul.
He was our tour guide.
Hey, Paul.
Instead of Paula. I like that. That was good.
That's good. Thanks, man.
You just like rolled off
It was
your
off,
tongue.
it was off the cusp.
I like it.
That's good.
I do that sometimes.
So, well, we're here this show. We're celebrating our 2-year anniversary of the BeerDad and Brewed Podcast, and I personally want to thank you, Jimmy, for
Of course. And I'm
being
sorry
a
I haven't been over
sponsor.
here and
He's
kind of
busy.
mellow, doing some things over
Busy,
here.
yeah,
Trying
busy man.
to brainstorming some things.
Trying to run a business.
Yeah, it happens.
But we definitely appreciate you being a big part of our show and supporting us and
Always, man. I'll
allowing
always
us
support you
to-
guys.
To enjoy, I like our new setup. This sign's awesome. I like it. I dig it. So, but thank you very much. And of
Course, man. You guys always have a home here at the Craft Lounge.
I love it.
Always,
it is a home.
always.
It is. This is like our Cheers. I mean,
Basically.
it really is. You know?
Where everybody knows your name.
They really do. When you walk in,
they're
Actually, jokes on you guys. You guys don't really know my name. I've been telling you guys it was Brandan all these years, but it's actually
really not.
I don't know. Fuck. It's Brandan. Shit.
It's actually Paul.
Oh,
So you're the Paul we're talking about.
It's been Paul. Actually, I've been doing microbrew tours in Denver.
yep. I love it.
This
Paul.
whole time.
He snuck in on us.
Damn you,
did.
Paul.
Mind
Oh, my
fudge.
goodness. So, but the Craft Lounge is a big part of our show. It always will be. Beaumont, California. This place it's popping in. Well, not tonight. It's Tuesday night, and that's why we're here.
Oh, yeah.
A little slower. But you do have a vendor here tonight. I had some. Delicious.
Yeah, Juju's hot dog.
Yeah,
She finally
I think,
free?
I think you're going to grab her, so maybe you should go tell her to
Careful.
come here. Be like, hey,
I don't not know if you should grab her.
not like physically
Oh,
grab
oh,
her.
okay.
yeah,
She
yeah,
would
yeah,
beat your ass.
yeah.
With a hot dog.
Probably.
To death.
That's right.
Death by hot
You ever
dog.
been smacked with a hot dog?
But here at the Craft Lounge, what's great is
You ever been wrapping bacon
that's right.
and grilled?
with a little juju sauce.
Jimmy's
Juju
done,
sauce.
Jimmy's done an amazing
Ooh,
job
that
at
juju
procuring
sauce.
juju sauce, procuring amazing vendors to be here to serve food to the masses, and Juju's definitely one of them.
Yeah, the hottest bun in town.
No, I got it. You're good. But definitely got to come check them out. Juju's is here tonight. Look for a schedule. Jimmy usually puts up a nice schedule. He's gonna go grab Juju's right now.
Yeah, food and
should be interesting.
entertainment schedule is always posted on the Instagram.
I'm really excited for this. This is like my moment for the Beer Dad here.
It's been waiting for
Oh, you've been waiting.
I've been waiting. I have been waiting. So
Waiting such a long time.
we're gonna find out here. So
Are we back on? Are we back on now?
yeah, we're back on.
Okay.
Jimmy.
So I
Go ahead
I
and
had
give us
to
an introduction.
drag Judy in right now from
Okay.
Judy's Hot Dogs or Juju's Hot Dogs.
Juju's hot dogs.
I'll let her give her a little word of what she does and where she'll be setting up. She's here every Tuesday, by the way.
Tuesday.
Amazing, some of the best hot dogs you'll
Juju
ever
Tuesday.
have. Quality wieners, you might say.
Quality wieners.
That
the
Judy.
best wieners.
Hot
The
dog
best.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesdays are for wieners.
Juicy
That's
wieners.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Juicy, bacon wrap, pastrami, badass.
You had me at pastrami.
Right.
Lots of loose meat
And
flapping
without-
all over the.
Without further ado, here's Judy.
Just kidding.
Judy. What's up, Judy?
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Well, welcome to the BeerDad and Brewed Podcast. Jimmy wanted to bring you on just to kind of introduce you to our listeners for those that have not come on Tuesday nights and had some amazingness that is Juju's. Tell us a little bit about your company.
Well, they're bacon wrapped hot dogs. Why did I start doing it? First of all, was because I think everybody's kind of over tacos.
Yes.
So I started thinking maybe I should start doing the hot dogs. And so far it's been a hit. People have been loving them. I've been booked for parties. They're good. I'm sure you enjoyed yours, right?
Oh my God, it was delicious. I mean, well, I like to carb up right before we do the shows. As you can see, we do a lot of drinking here. And matter of fact, maybe you should have her try the next beer that we're going to pour.
Then I think we need to send Chris to the cooler.
Send Chris
All
get
right,
to the
I'm
cooler.
not going to be part of this interview, Juju. Do your thing. I'll be right back.
Chris is going to be right back, but it was delicious, and it definitely warmed up my stomach, and I was ready. But I love the peppers on there. Everything's just sautéed perfectly. The sauce that you put on there is amazing. It was just delicious. So it's
Thank
not
you.
like just a cheap street hot dog for
No,
people who are
exactly.
thinking, no, trust me, it's worth every penny. And not even that. I mean, great price. I don't remember what I paid. I don't care, but it was good. I mean, I had fries. I had a hot dog. Delicious. But I do have one question.
What is that?
I heard, and you have to tell me if this is true or not. Brandon's excited for this. Is it true that you have the hottest buns in the Inland Empire?
So I've heard.
He's just zooming in.
I don't know if it's like a so I've heard. You have it on the banner.
I just saw it on the banner.
It's on
so
the
I figured
banner.
I'd
Right there.
So I've heard.
All right. No, definitely the buns were warm. Just in case anybody's wondering, it's not. I'm not actually saying something. You know,
You're supposed to say they're hot, not warm.
Hot.
It says hot.
hot buns.
They're
Hottest.
They're the hottest.
Hottest.
The
The
hottest buns. Yeah.
buns in town.
Oh, fudging A.
Did he really bring that out?
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, and you know what's cool about this? He's always talking shit about wrestling references, but that's kind of a wrestling reference.
There you go. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, we got some Equilibrium. Austin.
What's he
I'm
doing?
gonna let Chris talk
Is he
about
looking
that.
for a bottle opener? Because
I have a bottle opener. Actually, no,
All of us do.
it was attached to my
To his cock ring.
my cock ring.
He did. Yeah. Unfortunately, Brandon lost his cock ring earlier. I apologize for the noise that everybody heard.
Yeah, we're all trying to find it.
Did you say cock ring?
Yes, I did.
I think it rolled. I think it rolled,
We may or may not have some adult banter here on this show.
I think it rolled over there.
Someone else might be borrowing.
If someone slips on it, I'm sorry.
Whoops. I apologize.
Excuse the cock ring.
That's right. So how long have you been doing Juju's hot dogs?
I'm actually going on a year doing it.
1 year.
Oh,
Awesome.
1 year.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, this is our 2-year anniversary show. So
Oh, cool. Awesome.
keep going. So this has been one of those amazing journeys that we do where we sample craft beer and we talk about home brewing. And you know, it started. This is our co-host who unfortunately passed away, and we continue to honor him by keeping the show going, and we have fun. We have a lot of fun. So thank you for being a part of it, and I appreciate you
you.
being here at the Craft Lounge and keeping people fed.
Thank you. I'm here every Tuesday, so I'm
Yes.
sure Jimmy already mentioned that.
Every Tuesday, bacon wrapped and pastrami hot dogs, and then you have French fries. Do you do
Fries.
anything crazy with the fries?
Yeah, I do the garbage fries, which
What's
is
that?
chopped up weenies, and then I do the pastrami, and then I do the grilled onions, the grilled bell peppers, cheese on top, and then I do my secret sauce on top. It's really, really good.
Is that what you
That
had?
sounds amazing.
I had the secret sauce on a bacon wrap hot dog. I just kind of went OG with bacon wrap hot dog, and then we got some fries too.
The
They're bomb.
secret sauce is really good.
We're definitely going to have
Really
those
good.
fries next time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, garbage fries. For those that heard that, come try the garbage fries from Juju's Hot Dogs.
And they're
Nice.
massive. They're like for 2 people.
Nice.
Oh,
Perfect.
perfect.
Or like
or one,
or like
if
me.
It's Brandon.
It's just the one.
or one try hard.
Yeah, this is the guy that he probably
Love
has
you,
it right
Brandon.
now, but he usually has smoked meats in his pocket,
Yeah.
always ready to eat.
Next,
course.
it'll be your fries.
Yeah.
I'll-
Well, thank
I
you
need a French
guys.
fry.
fry pocket. Yeah, man.
Of
course.
Appreciate it. All right, well, let's pour some of this delicious beer that Chris
see what
brought
we
for
got
us.
here.
Oh, did you hear
nice.
that? Look at the smoke coming out of that.
Holy shit.
It is a smoking gun. So we're gonna have Judy try some of this beer. Christopher, go ahead and tell us what we're having.
Let me get my mic back here.
That's better.
Better, closer, warmer.
Yeah, very good.
Equilibrium Brewing. Beer is called Austin. Is their base farmhouse ale.
Okay.
Slightly tart. They do a lot of variations on it, but this is the base beer.
Oh yeah.
So, Judy, this beer is something that you can't normally get here in Southern California, so you're in for a treat. This is Equilibrium. Is it New York? Where are they at?
They're New York.
Are they? Yeah, New York.
yeah,
New
they're
York.
New York.
Originally
Sorry,
New York.
What's the
I saw the
percentage?
Austin and my mind went Texas.
Because are you like kind of mixing up Jester King?
Yes.
There you go. So this is New York beer. Very highly sought after beer. So there you go.
Thank you.
Go ahead and
No problem.
take a drink of that.
Yeah, the brewers at this brewery are MIT, I believe. Graduates?
Geniuses.
Geniuses, basically. Yeah, Mensa.
It's really good.
You like it?
Really
Awesome,
good.
awesome.
Let's see. We got to get Jasmine some, so I'll just
Oh my.
get that down to her.
Aw, thank you.
Of course.
It's
I try
very,
to
very
I
good.
try to be a gentleman sometimes.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, let's see.
How come his has more?
I know, right?
Just
It's
kidding.
because we shared hotel rooms in Texas and
That's
spent a
correct.
romantic weekend together.
We did with
makes
with,
sense.
with 3 other guys.
Wait, don't tell anybody our secret.
And let me tell you, what happens in Dallas ends up on a podcast.
It does. Yeah.
All right, cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
And gals-
Cheers
and
to
gals.
Juju's Hot Dogs. Come check them out here at the
Thank
Craft Lounge
you.
every Tuesday.
Cheers.
And do you
Salute you
just
guys.
do the Craft Lounge or do you roam around?
I roam around.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm doing also like Mentone, the beach house.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Know
doing
exactly where that's
Pipe also.
Okay.
And I was doing Fontana also.
Damn.
I'm here and there, and then I do parties on the weekends.
Nice.
So
Very nice. Well, thank you for joining us here on the podcast. And like I said, everybody come to the Craft Lounge every Tuesday and check out Juju's Hot Dogs, where they truly do have the hottest buns and delicious hot dogs.
thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining us, Judy. Enjoy
Thank
the
you so
beer.
much. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All
Thanks,
right.
guys.
Sláinte.
Thank you.
I was like telling Jenny,
Wow,
Damn.
Christopher, that's damn good
This
beer.
is badass.
This is really.
What do you think, Jasmine?
This is really.
She's got a
really
big ass
good.
smile on her face.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
This beer is amazing. You guys were dipping into it before I was. I had to pour my own.
It's so bomb.
Brandon poured everyone else, and I poured my own.
What?
Is there any more?
I got you next time.
Is there more?
I wanted,
There might be a tiny bit.
I wanted
don't
Chris. I wanted Chris to, pour whatever he wanted.
know. I mean,
Is there more in there?
I appreciate it. I did bring the beer.
I was going to say we
so-
might get some for Jimmy over there. And,
Oh.
Yeah, no, definitely.
There's a tiny bit.
Tiny.
Yeah, hold on.
You can share.
I can help out.
Yeah, get some over there for
I can help out.
Ingrid and Jimmy for them to.
Yeah,
sip
this
on.
beer is outstanding.
Yeah. No, it's very sweet and it's sour enough to where it gets you
wanna run it
right
over
in the
there?
back of like
Yeah.
your glands.
It's like a very mild sourness, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't classify this beer as sour.
This is what I love about it is like it's.
It's tart.
I feel it on the jowls like
Yeah.
a lot of sours,
Brandon-
but it's not.
So they know what they're drinking.
It's not like crazy intense, like where you're like
Yeah,
really pucker
or
factor,
warhead or something.
and it's super clean and very refreshing. Absolutely love it.
This is an
No, it's very good.
outstanding replication of a traditional farmhouse style with wild yeast. When we were doing the Beer Geek Radio, we did a Saison tournament, and one of the finalists in that tournament was a beer called Prairie Beer from Prairie Artisan.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And that ended up actually winning the entire contest because of the complex notes of both sourness and refreshingness and just clean drinking. It was in a final against Tank 7, I believe, and beat Tank 7.
Wow.
And these were blind taste tests.
Yeah.
Like we didn't know what we were drinking. At least to start the tournament. By the end, we had a better idea, but we still tried to keep everything on the up and up and just rate it based off of what we were tasting. And I'm getting a lot of those same characteristics from that Prairie beer in this beer.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. And I did it again.
It's just super clean.
Yeah, it was super refreshing. Like I could drink a ton of this beer. We're around 6% ABV,
Okay.
if that's what you're looking for over there, Justin.
Yeah, that's 6% ABV. I'm just checking out this bottle. Beautiful artwork on the bottle.
Yeah, it's like a fractal kind of
No,
looking.
it's like the perfect beer for like a hot day. You just want to kick back.
Definitely a summer crusher.
For those that aren't familiar with like the whole farmhouse thing, is think a sour, but more of a natural sour, something that's like, God, it's just so hard to describe. Like you get the funk and that sour flavor, but it doesn't like kick your ass, and it doesn't make you like go, man, I can only drink a little bit of this. Like you can keep drinking it. Like that's a big bottle. I would drink that whole bottle.
Oh yeah,
And it's
I
only
would,
6%,
yeah.
so it's not like it's going to jack you up or anything. What do you think, Brandon?
I love this style. Personally, when I started drinking craft beer, I was drinking a lot of like farmhouse beers and a lot of Belgian style beers, a lot of traditional English styles as well. But like, this is kind of where I started. So I really appreciate it's the art of this style of beer. You know, you have very delicate grain bills, fantastic use of a lot of very fancy hops. I don't want to say fancy hops, but really like
Sure.
very
This hops used in this beer are very
Beautiful-
specialized
beautiful
hops.
hops, yeah.
They're not like the hops that you find in IPAs that
Right.
just burst with flavor. These are very nuanced hops.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. That's a great way to describe it. And the way that the wild yeast plays with these delicate ingredients is fantastic, and it just gives you something very special. And like when people think sour beers or like farmhouse or wild fermented or spontaneous fermented or whatever, they think sour, but this is definitely not a sour beer. It is It is elegant, and it is specific to what we all know with farmhouse ales, or what we associate with Belgian yeast or whatnot. So Brettanomyces or do we know what kind of
house
yeast?
culture.
Oh, it's a house culture. Oh,
House
that's
culture,
awesome. Oh,
yeah.
fine. Fantastic.
Yeah, this has been a work in progress for a long time for them. They've been trying to do something that it's hard to replicate when you're using open fermentation and wild yeast.
Right.
So they've been trying to find a way to get a quality product that they can reproduce using that method, right?
So there's a lot of
awesome.
work behind it. It's not,
And these guys are MIT grads, as we touched on before. So if anyone's going to fucking figure it out,
these guys, yeah.
I like it. Equilibrium.
So catching yeast and essentially culturing it and then adapting it is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good job.
Amazing. Thank you, Christopher, for bringing that to the show. A little surprise.
Oh, of course.
Entry
Always.
into our lineup.
Got a nice yeast farm just like hanging out in the bottom.
Hey, you can start your own culture.
No, definitely. No, I definitely can if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeasty.
We could do some wild,
Yeasty beasties.
do some wild fermented beers.
What did you think? We talked about it on the last episode. My brother's idea for a brewery name of the yeast infection.
Terrible.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
In this
Andrew, I
in this
told you.
craft beer
I
environment.
said absolutely terrible.
Absolutely terrible. Sorry, Andrew.
Yeah. It was a good joke.
Dude,
while it
back in the
lasted.
90s or before,
Maybe.
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Ooh.
How's the pale ale, Stifler?
Yo, I would have to say that I feel like there's sea monkeys in
You say sea monkeys or seamen?
sea monkeys.
Okay.
Sea monkeys in the yeast.
Maybe.
I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, yo.
Brandon, it's literally only been, 4 or 5 beers?
Yeah, I did.
Split between 4.5-ish?
I did go on the train today, and I had a couple beers.
You did.
But
Brandon's
besides that,
slightly ahead of us.
You did.
but besides that, no. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Maybe there's like yeast monkeys instead of sea monkeys. We have yeast monkeys. I don't know, man.
Let's market them and sell them.
Yeast monkeys.
Yeah, let's figure it out. Yeast
Yeah.
monkeys.
That could be the new company.
Yeah.
Yeast
You,
monkeys.
you put them in your beer and they grow.
Oh,
Right.
no.
No, yeah, right.
You just came up with a commercial for the company.
Did you say put them in your beard?
Yes.
Oh,
That too.
Yes.
Justin.
I'm not
Are
growing
you
yeast in my beard. If that's what you're going to ask me, it's not going to
Why
happen.
not?
No.
Check on him.
Are you interested in yeast monkeys?
I'm not. No. You remind me of the whole gag.
You remind
going
me of a
around.
babe.
No, the one on the
What
internet
babe?
with the
Babe with a power.
What power?
the whole
You do.
What?
vagina
You do.
yeast beer. You guys
Remind me
remember
of
that?
the babe.
Christopher, do you remember that?
The vagina yeast beer, yes. That was in a foreign country. I can do two things at once here. I can sing with Brandon and
And
Talk
talk about
about
vagina
vagina
yeast.
yeast beer.
vagina yeast beer. Yeah, it was a Polish porn star, something like that.
What?
Yeah, it was in another country for sure, but it was a porn star. They like took a culture of her vaginal yeast and brewed a beer with it.
Oh my god.
Is it kind of like the piss beer? Do you guys remember that one? How they?
There's a beard beer too.
Yeah.
right?
That was the Stone.
They grew yeast
No,
in
no,
a beard.
no.
I thought it was Stone.
No, it was Rogue, I believe.
Oh, that's right. It was Rogue. Yeah, my bad. Yeah,
That is
it was
definitely
Rogue.
something that I will not do. Yeah,
To cultivate
definitely.
yeast in your beard,
not going to happen.
dude. The monkeys need your beard to live and thrive.
Make their own little world.
Sea monkey. So
Sea
Professional.
Think about the sea monkey.
they're not sea monkey. Wait, yeast monkeys. That's what.
Oh yeah. You
Brandon likes to
Yeast-
drink sea monkeys, by the way.
Yeast monkeys live in a
It's true, I've seen
completely
it.
different
Dude,
environment.
you guys never got fucked up on sea monkeys?
Can't say that I have, Brandon.
He does that every weekend.
Missing out.
I know where I need to go this weekend.
Where's my invite?
Take a shot of sea monkeys,
Well,
followed by
like-
some pickle juice.
You gonna do picklebacks with the sea monkeys?
Brought to you by Martin House.
That's right.
Martin House Brewery. Shout out for your delicious pickle juice.
And your not so delicious ranch beer.
No, let's not talk about the ranch beer.
Well, we don't know if it's not delicious. Hey, I haven't had it. If you guys could send us some, that'd be awesome. I'd like to try it.
Oh.
I don't even like that. I don't really like ranch.
There are certain things that I'm like, I don't know if, I don't think I could do it.
Who was it that made
I don't
the
like ranch.
French's mustard beer? Was that
Oh,
Oscar
that
Blues?
was Oscar Blues.
Oscar
yeah,
Blues. I
yeah.
never actually got to try it, but I'm definitely interested to see
I
what that
didn't.
tastes
Yeah,
like.
I didn't either.
I really wanted to try it, and I really wanted Josh to try it because I knew he
hates
hated mustard. I always used to.
Not Joshua. I love you, buddy. I know you're listening and you're here with us.
Oh, he's laughing.
But not just
I'm just
mustard.
giving you stuff. You know?
Yellow mustard.
He hates.
Like if he saw it,
hated.
he would like literally want to murder somebody. It was
Really?
so crazy. Yeah.
Pissed him off that bad. Yeah.
Yeah, one time he got it on his burger, and
was pissed?
American Psycho.
not a happy camper.
Oh, wow, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
not yellow. Yeah, French's yellow mustard is something that would
he
turn
didn't like
his
pickles
eyes
either.
red.
And he didn't like
Holy
pickles either.
Pickles and mustard was worse than the pickles.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was giving shit when I found out that beer was coming out. I was like, man, we're going to get some. We're going to try. He's like,
No.
fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to drink
Fuck that. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, the next beer we're going to drink is something that Jasmine brought for us to try. So she's excited to tell us about this.
Oh shit! Don't look now, but your Padres are trying to come back.
I just
I
saw
hope-
that. That was a 2-run home run by Jurickson Profar.
Well, there we go.
All right.
Now we got a game.
I mean, kinda.
Still down by 3, but
Hey,
who
you know what?
knows?
Runs are runs.
Yeah, runs or runs.
Ah, damn it. All right, Angel fan.
Oh, shit! I come by it honest.
I
My
know.
team fucking sucks.
Oh, our team has sucked for a long time. Finally, we have
Decent team.
something
Oh,
to watch.
we have we're playing each other coming up, aren't we?
Yeah, that's
This
right.
weekend.
That's
I'll be
after this series.
I will be there Saturday. Be there
Oh,
early
that's
Square.
right. You are going this weekend.
Is that at Angel Stadium or?
At Angel
Angel
Stadium.
Oh,
Stadium,
nice, nice.
Yeah. Hopefully, Shohei Ohtani is not pitching because I don't want to see that guy.
I do, man.
Dude,
I would love to watch him play.
If he's pitching, he's hitting too. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Fucking badass.
Yeah.
Such a badass, dude, honestly.
Isn't that crazy how they utilize their pitcher to be the hitter? That's crazy.
That's how bad the Angels suck.
he's hit leadoff a lot this year.
An amazing specimen and ball player in Major League Baseball, Shohei Ohtani.
Totally.
AL
Shout out.
MVP.
Yeah.
No
Oh, for
questions.
sure. Yeah, no questions.
No, there's never been in the history of baseball someone that can throw up the ERA and strikeouts and be considered in the Cy Young conversation as well as MVP conversation as a hitter who leads the major leagues in home runs. It's never happened, ever.
Babe Ruth. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
right.
yeah,
He's the only
Babe-
other
He
one
played
that-
before all those. We
And-
kept track of all.
rules
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah.
I mean, and then once he got to the Yankees, they said no more pitching.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, he truly is amazing, and I definitely a little jelly that the Padres didn't get him a little bit. They tried; they were in the mix. It was between the Padres, Dodgers, and Angels. It was the 3 West Coast teams, and I knew he was going to go to the Angels because of the DH.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
for
He
sure.
really wanted an American League team.
Yeah, it makes sense. You ready?
I'm ready for
She's
this.
look at her, She's salivating.
Oh.
She pulled this out when she got here, and she was like, "This is what I
I
brought."
barely even said hi to you. I said,
She
hey,
pulled out
look at
the
this beer.
Here, look at this.
Shit, I didn't
So-
put this in my Cuba yet.
I actually have bought in this beer like maybe a few months ago, and I've been holding on to it for a special occasion, and this is it. But it's by Westbrook, and it's a
Oh, fuck.
pastry imperial stout. And if anyone knows, stouts are my jam.
Hell
It's
yeah.
actually what got me. It's really weird. It's actually what got me into beer. I started out with stouts. So I started out with
Which is
some heavy
badass.
stuff. Yeah. So it's brewed with marshmallows, graham crackers, cacao nibs, and cinnamon. So it's supposed to be like a s'more.
And if anyone knows Westbrook, this beer is going to be absolutely incredible.
It's gonna knock your socks off.
I remember the first beer that I had from Westbrook was very similar to the last beer that we had. It was a wild fermented. I believe it was
wow.
like a blackberry beer. It was,
Wow.
it was very cool.
See, I
So-
didn't even know they did like wild fermentation. They're
Yeah.
mostly known for their stouts.
So I
Yeah.
did get a wild fermented beer from Westbrook, actually.
Yeah.
So my mom goes to New York every year, and she brought me back some Westbrook. It was awesome. And they are from New York, right? I think so. Either New York or somewhere around there.
We shall find
Somewhere
out
around
soon.
there. We'll look at
What
it.
what's neat is your little
Fact
story,
checker.
the story about how you stouts, and that's what got you into it. Same for me. I was not really a beer drinker. I was more of a hard liquor kind of guy.
Yep.
I liked my gin and tonic and my Jameson and ginger. And as far as beers went, like, you know, a Miller Lite here and there. Guinness was like literally the only thing I would drink. If we went and it was just beer, it was Guinness or Killian's Irish Red. And I had not had any craft beer until some asshole, my brother, gave me some peanut butter stout from Belching Beaver.
Ooh.
And that was game over because then I was like, wait a minute. So there's beers out here like this with peanut butter? And he's like, huh. And it opened up the Beer Dad's
Oh,
palate.
Wait, is that the
Delicious.
first?
That was the first one by the lady. Congratulations.
What?
Sorry, excuse
Brandon,
me.
you got beat, buddy.
I feel bad.
No, don't. That's a badge of honor on
Did you
this
listen
show.
to the last episode?
I did actually.
I love you so much.
Yeah. Right now, like the table's lifting up. Brandon's got the biggest boner. It's unbelievable. Look at him.
What can I say?
Yeah.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
He's like, can we finish this show up? Quick, I gotta take care of this.
We're meant to be.
Yeah, I love it.
But you know what? Just it's funny that you say that because Belgian Beaver's peanut butter one, that was actually the first stout I had ever had too.
Oh wow, there you go.
And I went to the one in, with there, I don't think they're there anymore. They switched locations, right? Their Vista location?
Well,
Originally?
they had the one. Well, there was one in Vista. It was kind of like in the industrial area.
Yep, that's where
I don't
I
know if they
went
still
to.
have that place, but I know they have the pub still.
They got the pub,
Yeah.
the pub's there, and then they have the place that's technically Oceanside,
Yes.
which is where their production brewery's at, and then they
they
also
got
down
some
in,
my ring.
I keep wanting to say North Park, but it's not North Park. It's
My other
like where
ring.
Rip
Keep
Current
that shit
and
cinched on.
They have
Yeah.
a tap room down there too.
Cinched?
Yeah, because I used to live in Oceanside, and
I got
I
a
mean, that
story
place
for
has
that.
blown up since then.
Oh yeah! Shout out to Belching Beaver. We love you. The Beer Dad loves you. You guys know I post a lot of
Oh, you
Belching
guys are
Beaver.
great.
Yeah. So one of these days we'll do a show with Belching Beaver, and they've been a part of the show before. We featured Belching Beaver on several episodes. So cheers to them. I'm excited because I'm going to get to try the new Deftones release here pretty soon, as well as their low-cal, SoCal Hoppy Lager. I've been watching that on social media, and I'm excited to try that as well. So shout out Belching Beaver.
There it is.
There it is. All right, I gotta stop hiding mine. Fuck, I'm the only one that has it. All right, I'll do it.
There's the walrus.
Whoa, walrus burp.
Walrus is back.
You know what? I just had a flashback to my childhood of going to SeaWorld during the Clyde and Seymour show.
Oh yeah, Clyde and Seymour.
And they
show,
would
yeah,
ask
man.
the walrus to say something, and he said that exact line that you just said. I remember it.
Just like that, huh?
Just like that.
Dude, the Clyde and Seymour show is badass.
Oh man, that was
And they're both fish motivated.
very.
Oh yeah,
You know what's
Easily-
What's great about Clyde and
easily
Seymour
motivated
is
by
you have to see
mackerel or whatever. the fuck.
You have to see the nighttime summer shows because then they get a little off color, much like the BeerDad and Brewed Podcast.
Wait, this is off color? I can say naughty things?
Where have
Sure.
you been the last hour and 40
Talk
minutes?
about cock rings.
Yeah, man, you're talking about my.
I was the one that brought up the cock ring. I was being facetious.
Cock ring.
Yeah, ring. Yeah,
Ding
That
dong.
John Denver's full of shit.
pills are good. Oh, that
Dude,
was a good one.
your cuvee is a lot fuller than mine.
It's not a cuvee.
Oh,
this is like a
okay.
dump bucket.
Oh,
This is like
well,
the,
I mean, same thing, right?
yeah. Well, I'm not gonna drink this. You're gonna try to drink. Well, you're
I'm
gonna,
excited
You're
for
gonna
you.
accidentally drink that, and I'm really excited for that to go in there.
Look at that motor
Right?
oil.
It's
shit
going to
pouring
change
right
the
now.
color.
This
Did you put the
Oh,
equilibrium
yeah.
in there?
Oh,
you did.
yeah.
Oh, cool. Well,
This one's like 11%.
that's
I can
it.
smell it from here.
That's it.
That's how we
I
fix
know.
All
it.
right,
Yeah, I
we're
can
getting to the
smell
big
it.
boy beers.
That's how we fix it.
Delicious.
There you go.
Take one down and pass it around.
99 bottles of stout on the wall.
Oh, jeez.
Plastic cups.
When you say 99
Going
bottles of
around.
stout on the wall, it makes me think of our stout episode, and I'm like, oh no.
God damn it! Why you gotta bring that up? Because that was another episode that I was supposed
really
to be
were.
on.
Yeah, I know.
You were, yes.
And then I had tummy issues.
Oh man, that episode.
I think I was here when you guys finished that episode.
I
Oh,
still
yeah.
have PTSD from that.
Well, if you think that one was gnarly, get ready for this year's.
Ooh,
Oh.
Brandon's got like a fridge full of bottles.
It's like all stouts. I'm like,
He's saving up for
Door-
our demise.
in the door of my fridge, it's stout the fudge.
We
out,
might
man.
have to do that episode at a hotel somewhere so nobody, people can just roll right off the podcast and onto
Into
the
their
floor.
bed.
Yeah, I don't think you'll make the bed.
with depends on, yeah, for
With
sure.
depends.
Oh,
That's,
I'm
that's
definitely
important.
wearing one.
Yeah, that's a
Wait,
big
hotel or
import.
motel?
either.
Whichever, baby.
There's this really nice
It's a good one, baby.
There's a really nice one in Hemet, California called the Coach Light.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
It sounds fancy as fuck.
They rent by the hour and very classy establishment.
Dude, I grew up in Hemet, so I already know where this is going.
Oh, yeah. All the day walkers cruising through there, getting their jollies off.
Yeah. Just don't ask them how much. Because if you have to ask, it's too much.
You can't afford it.
I'm pretty sure you could. You probably could scrape some change together and figure it out.
Is that like a screw job?
Montreal screw job. Look it up on Urban Dictionary.
Montreal. Dude,
All right.
Every time I think of Canada, I got to think of the Trailer Park Boys.
Fernando Tatis Jr. is up right now, and we are going to sample some of this beautiful Gates of Smordor.
Smordor.
I feel like it's a heavy metal song. But Westbrook Brewing, Gates of Smordor. There, thank you. 11%. And like the lovely lady said before, look at this. Now we're talking.
Yeah,
Marshmallows, graham crackers, cacao nibs, and cinnamon. I once knew a girl named Cinnamon.
No,
Stripper.
yeah.
Sister. How did you know, Brandon? Look at that
I didn't say anything. You knew her from an abbreviated song that you heard in the back room of some weird
Now
bar.
introducing Cinnamon.
Yeah. Entering the stage. Why is that that's always the entrance music for every stripper?
The cherry pie one?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Looks so good, make a grown man cry.
With cinnamon.
Sweet cherry pie.
With cinnamon.
All right.
Here we go.
All right, Westbrook.
Check this out.
S'more beer.
Cheers to
go.
Jasmine for bringing this.
Thank you, Jazz.
Holy fudge, this smells bomb. Thank you.
He said fudge.
Holy fudge.
Yeah, that's his word.
He called the shit poop.
It does taste like French toast. What the fuck? Wow.
What kind of French toast are you eating?
I don't know. With chocolate.
The kind you pour chocolate milk on?
I'm definitely getting a strong chocolate
too,
milk.
I'm
dude.
getting like a, I don't know about you guys, but I get like a smokiness
They
to
get the
it.
smoke on there.
Like chocolate Nesquik. Like,
Now, I
Dark
wonder-
chocolate
now it's
Nesquik.
sweetened up.
Wow, that's really cool.
I think the cinnamon could add a little bit of smoke to it, but makes me wonder. Cacao nibs?
really makes me wonder.
So, if you can smoke cacao nibs, yeah, you definitely could.
You could smoke damn near anything, just put it in a pipe.
Right, exactly.
Or a Pepsi can.
Or an apple.
Shout out to all those
Apple,
junior high schoolers
strawberry.
out there.
I remember the days, man. You smoke out of an apple.
I never did
That's
an apple.
hardcore.
No?
I did
Hardcore.
Strawberry.
Like an apple core.
Yeah.
Whoa,
No.
strawberry sounds way better
Did you
than
mean
an apple.
did you mean to do that?
Yes.
I thought it was fancy.
I was hoping somebody caught on to it and you got it right away. I'm like, God damn it. Usually my puns are just like,
Oh no, man! I get the most obscure shit, dude. You know this by now.
that's a beautiful thing.
Hell yeah! It is.
It's true love.
If you don't know
It is.
me by now.
We're
You will
singing.
never, ever,
Where's my stuff?
ever, fucking never, ever know me.
Did you see Fernando
Motherfucker.
still second base? They didn't even try. They didn't even
They
try.
used to play that at Stater Brothers. That's why I know it, because I used to work at Stater Brothers. And you know what else they used to play too? But dude, literally.
People across the country have no idea what Stater Brothers
Okay,
No,
is.
they don't at all.
so Stater Brothers Markets is a Southern Californian
It's our version of
HEB.
HEB.
HEB, yeah.
Yeah.
So or it's a grocery store.
Chain grocery.
It's a chain grocery store.
What's that one? Pubics?
Public.
I call it pubics.
Not good. By the way, if you want a really good deli sandwich, Publix is the place to go.
Oh, nice.
I learned that in Florida once.
nice.
Yeah, that's where I
That
found
looks
them.
really good.
I believe it's pronounced pubics.
Pubics.
So yeah,
Oh, my Cuvées looking
it
tight.
looks wild now. So they played this song or that song that we were singing. They'd also play another song that I really don't like, and I don't know how you guys feel about the song. You guys ever heard that song?
Chicken Cherry Cola?
Anniversary. It's like it's our anniversary.
Oh, hell yeah.
You like that song?
Oh,
Oh, baby, come
I
on.
don't know that one.
it's our anniversary.
It is our anniversary.
There you go.
But it is our
Now-
anniversary.
Now we gotta play it.
But when we're stalking, dude,
It's
when I'm
almost like that
stocking
was
beer-
planned.
But no, it actually wasn't. When I'm stocking beer and bread and shit like that, I don't want to hear that slow jam shit.
Yeah,
I want
you
to.
do.
I want to hear some like I don't know.
Savage Garden.
Sure.
Savage Garden.
What is the Savage Garden?
You
song?
don't remember
the
them?
Chickacherry Cola song, dude.
It is.
They sing,
Chicken the China and the Chinese.
No,
chicken?
no.
Oh,
The
That's Bare Naked
that's
Ladies.
Bare Naked Ladies. Yeah.
No, it's
They
like
sing the
Chickacherry
I
Cola.
wanna stand with you on a mountain.
Yeah, that's Savage Garden. Yeah.
I used to listen to that to put me to sleep.
With you in the sure. You know,
Wow.
you know.
Don't get me all hot and bothered, Brandon.
That's the
Oh,
chorus, but the
man.
verse was all like,
Do it.
like
Do
it was quick. I don't know it
I
that
wanna
well. If I could look up the lyrics and do it.
The song that I sang to get me to go to sleep because I really liked Batman when I was a kid. I used to sing "Kiss from a Rose" by Seal to myself to go to sleep.
Oh, I remember that song. My
That's
mom
a jam.
My mom used to listen to all the time.
Oh, now you're getting me all hot and bothered. Jesus.
Yeah. You want to know what's funny? A really bad, morbid EMS story. Sometimes we
Oh,
bring that
yeah.
up back in the day. Back in the day when the beer dad worked on the ambulance.
Ambulance.
There was this one time. So obviously, you guys know we have two very popular skydive locations, Elsinore and Paris, in which, there's a lot of accidents. Not a lot of people hear about them, but there are in this one particular instance where somebody didn't fare too well on the fall down from the skydiving.
Oh.
And one of the FTOs that I know, I won't say any names, but James Fellows, what's up, buddy? He decided that while they were transporting Code 3 to the hospital with somebody that their parachute didn't do so hot, he played on the radio in the ambulance, "Fly Like an Eagle." I
Oh,
think.
Fly Like an Eagle.
Yeah.
That's
Or no, the Space Jam song.
well, it's better than Free
What?
Falling.
Yeah, Space Jam song. Is that? What?
Like an
Yeah,
eagle.
it's R. Kelly did.
Yeah,
yeah,
R.
yeah,
Kelly.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, did he do Fly? No, I believe
No,
I can
that one.
fly.
That's our
That's
Kelly.
R. Kelly.
He played that. I believe
Fly Like an
I
Eagle
can
is like
fly.
Steve Miller.
And so-
yeah, Steve Miller.
Who was the one covered it? Lenny Kravitz?
I wasn't in the ambulance at the time, but I was at Menifee Hospital, and we were at the ER, and I could hear the song as they were coming in Code 3, and what the hell, they were blasting it. And the back of the ambulance opens, and all I hear is R. Kelly, and I see the fire medic jump out, AMR medic jump out, and I'm like, the hell is going on? And then I see the dude on the
And then a
gurney.
midget jumped out of the closet.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
And I'm like,
crazy.
God damn it, James, why are you doing that? Good stuff. Yeah.
I am really, really digging. Sorry to change.
Are you enjoying the
to
Padre
change
game?
lanes? Change lanes. I would have to
The
say
beer.
I really, really
Oh, shit, this is
appreciate
a
this
beer
beer. It's
podcast.
freaking awesome.
I do. This is a craft beer podcast, and we are drinking a stout that is delicious. It's a s'more stout. I think it tastes like French toast, but who the hell am I?
I think it tastes like chocolatey awesomeness.
I think
It
it's like,
tastes
it
like
tastes like
heaven
French
in my
toast
mouth.
dipped in
It tastes like what?
heaven in her mouth.
Heaven in the mouth.
Heaven in the mouth.
That used to be my stage name.
That was actually that.
Oh, love it.
That's funny. It was my street name.
That's my real name. No, that's actually
No, you're Steve.
that's. No, Steve was the
Oh,
name
Paul.
of our.
No, you're Paul.
No, Steve is the name of our tour guide. Actually, it is Paul. I looked up a text message. It is Paul.
It is Paul.
She's like, I think it's Steve.
The email says Steve.
Hey, Paul.
What's his real name?
One of these days we'll get Paul.
Who
to
are
come
you?
to- We'll get Paul to come join us in Southern California and do the
He's
Paul
from
thing.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very sweet.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy. He
Really cool.
he took us to we started out at I will always forget the name of this brewery, but it was in downtown Denver, and then we went to Odell's, and then went to Stem Cider, and we ended up at Bierstadt Lager. It was an awesome tour. They do that tour as well as a downtown tour, so it's fucking fantastic. I would go check them out. Denver Microbrew Tours.
I like it.
Awesome.
Shout
It
out,
was
Paul.
super dope.
Shout out to Paul.
2 outs, 2 on. Jake Cronenworth is up. Dodgers are winning
I
5-2.
smell a home run. Oh, he swung
He
for the
almost had it.
fence.
He almost had it. That's the last person that you want to be up in this situation.
Dude, he's got like 16 home runs this year.
Yeah.
That was a home run if he connected.
Dude, he has more home runs this year than Eric Hosmer.
That's
well,
great. That's not surprising.
no, it isn't. But
Who's pitching? Who is that?
Blake Trinan.
Okay. All right. Come on. Take it to the Crone Zone,
Come
as
on,
they
come
say.
on.
Let's go, Padres. And foul ball.
Foul ball.
I digress. The stout is delicious.
It
Thank
is
you,
awesome.
Jasmine, for
Thank
bringing
you.
this.
Thank you, Westbrook.
You are so welcome. Yes, thank you,
Westbrook.
Westbrook makes amazing stouts. What was the one that really put them on the map? It was a it was like a Chocovesa style
Oh yeah.
stout. It was like a Mexican hot
Like
chocolate.
abuelitas?
Hot chocolate style stuff
Oh.
that people lost their mind over.
I love
That
those.
sounds
Back in the
good.
trading days, like people were trading like crazy shit to get that beer.
I would trade everything right now to get that beer.
Oh,
sounds
Brandon,
delicious.
you looked it up. What state were they from? Was
Oh
it New
yeah.
York?
So they're from South Carolina.
South Carolina.
There we
They're not
go.
from New York.
No.
So
Carolina.
So my bad on that one. But the beer that I drank from them was bought in New York. But yeah, they're from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina.
Okay, Mount Pleasant.
Sounds like a pleasant place.
Sounds like a pleasant place to get all fudged up on these
Pleasantville.
cookie stouts or whatever.
The history sounds?
Oh,
Yeah. Hell yeah, baby.
What is what does don't drink beers called? He calls them frosting stouts.
Frosting.
I love that. That's awesome.
A light frosting. Well, Crohn's Zone just struck out. But
Suck butts.
speaking of stouts, I think we have another.
Oh shit! Did we?
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Do we?
You should have seen Christopher's face.
He said, "Oh, really? Oh shit."
That's how I felt on the stout episode because literally they just kept coming and coming.
You know what's really funny about the stout episode is that I brought a couple stouts that didn't even
Didn't
get
get to
open.
make it. Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a brewery one, wasn't there?
There were just so many. Yeah.
What?
Well, we drank like 14 or
Yeah.
15 on the show.
Well, it was supposed to be the 12 days, and then you guys were like, "Well, we got a
yes.
couple extra."
Yeah. That's where we messed up. I just remember probably about 8 or 9 in is where I was about done, and it just kept going and going. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God. A great episode for those that haven't listened. If you want to listen, enjoy some of the banter that went back and forth.
Was that the floating nipple episode?
Yeah. Oh no, that was the Christmas one.
Christmas
Yeah, that was
episode?
the Christmas
Floating nipple. Yeah. The stout season episode was wild. We had our boy Eli. Shout out to Eli. What's up, buddy?
Eli Frost, I haven't seen him in a while. How's he doing?
He's
Yeah.
doing good, man. Traveling the world on that last game strong, getting them glasses sold. You have ran out of room in your cup for that
Honestly,
cuvee, my friend.
I don't even need to clean this cup. Let's just shout on stout monstrosity. Let's go.
All right, here we go. So another beer that I brought back from Highland Park Brewery is a collaboration with a brewery that we left out earlier, but is obviously a big contributor to the craft beer scene. Firestone Walker.
My ass.
My
Excuse
ass. Firestone Walker Highland Park Brewery collaboration only beginnings at the end. Or is it the end? We don't know.
I'm going to
Is
go on
it?
record. I'm a huge Firestone Walker fan.
Me too.
I love them.
I am too.
Their shit.
Today they announced that they are releasing. I don't know what that was.
Kegs are being moved.
Kegs.
Kegs are being moved. Business
All right.
is being ran.
All right, they
That's right.
for the first time have released a heavily fruited sour today. Firestone Walker
Wild.
Well, wait. Under the Firestone name or under the Barrel Works name?
under the Firestone Walker name.
Okay.
Yeah, very different for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
But you figured, here's how I look at it. When I saw Bottle Logic do one, I was like, yeah, it's happening. Because it's so popular right now. We've had them, and we've had some delicious ones on the show. You know, it's not for everybody. It's definitely not a beer for beer purists. Thank you, Brandon. But
You're
we
welcome.
we enjoy heavily fruited sours. I mean,
I
it's just
love
it's huge
sours.
right now, and now it's spawned into the whole seltzer thing, and now they're doing heavily fruited seltzers, which is beyond crazy.
Fucking stoned at a seltzer.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Who would have known?
Yeah. Delicious, actually. I had one. Jimmy, like, he didn't force me to try it, but he's like, you got to try it. But he knows I don't like seltzer, but he's like, still try it.
I'm not a seltzer guy either. But
No.
all the seltzer drinkers. That
I'll tell you
I've
this,
been
though.
around.
Hard seltzers. Back in the day, those New York seltzers used to be my jam.
Oh,
sodas.
yeah.
Yeah.
Used to go to Schlotsky's Deli and get some
Oh,
New
yeah.
York seltzer with my sub sandwich. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But the hard seltzers, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not a big fan. What about you, Jasmine?
What? Sorry. I like seltzers. I don't know. Some of them I like. There
All
was one.
All right.
I don't remember where we were, but there was one I like. I didn't like that.
I
It
know
was
you
just
like the smooch.
I love the smooth.
That sounds
I
so
do.
fucking dirty.
Give me some of that smooth.
She likes to smooge everybody.
I like that stuff. I actually bought like a few of them, and then I brought them to Brandon's mom too, and she really liked them as well.
Yeah.
I haven't tried their new flavor yet though, so I'm looking forward to
Looking
that one.
forward for that to come out. Haven't seen it yet.
I don't know
but-
if they'll
It was
sell
on
that one at
Tavor.
Bevmo.
It was on Tavor.
Was it
Wait, who makes the smooch?
It's Smooge.
Troubadour?
That's
Right?
No, what?
Troubadour.
Troubadour? Oh, yeah. I didn't know.
Okay.
They're in Detroit, Michigan area.
Oh, okay.
and,
Oh, wow.
This is their seltzer line that they call Smooge.
Gotcha. Yeah, I do see them on Devore.
Little bit of controversy that they started with Imprint because they have the Smoogie line.
They're like the OGs, though. Like, right?
No, Smoogie
Smooge?
was out first. Yeah.
No, oh, well, no, a smoothie is a sour, though.
Yeah.
No,
But
I'm saying like OG in the seltzer, heavily fruited
they
seltzer
were.
game, yeah.
Yeah, they came out with it, and then now like a lot of people are trying to replicate their
Right.
success. Like Imprint's doing one, and that's why Imprint was like, I want that name. That's our name. But now they call it Schmamba or something. I don't know.
Schmamba.
It's hard to keep up.
Rest in
like
peace, Kobe.
everybody's making them now. Our good friend Jeremiah, he's got the
Kings.
Seltzy brand that's coming out. We tried their pina colada or pineapple coconut flavor, and it was delicious.
Nice.
You know how Jeremiah is. He goes big, so he's no expenses spared. And it's funny because just like every other brewery, it's like the seltzer thing was like, oh, we'll see how if this passes, and then it's like, wow, it's super popular now. So
Oh, the smoothie seltzer. What? Oh God, I have a lisp.
Oh,
we've
the
gotten
smoothie, the smoothie seltzer that Jimmy brought in.
the Schmelzer.
Schmelzer. Who made
Yeah,
those?
so that was Imprint and
Okay.
Sandbox. Well,
Sandbox.
Sandbox and Imprint,
Sandbox,
I should
yeah,
say,
yeah.
yeah. That was awesome, actually. I really liked that a lot.
They did a good job. Shout out to the Sandbox guys, really cool people.
Yeah, awesome.
I got to wait. I did a pickup for Jimmy just because I was in the area, so I was being nice. Hey, I know you're picking up. You want me to grab it while I'm out here? And sure. So I went there, and they were still canning, and they're like, hey, you want to have a beer? And I'm like, oh, sure. And great hospitality, and they make some good stuff there. Check out Sandbox out in Montclair, California.
Sandbox is
One of
good.
my favorite lines of all time. Don't threaten me with a good time. Do you want to try some? Yeah, fuck yeah, I want to try some.
There you
Don't
go.
threaten me with a good time.
I like it. Well, we're going to do this last stout here on this 2-year anniversary episode. And
The name of this beer is just so apropos.
Right.
what is it, Brandon?
It's Only Beginnings. It's a imperial stout with what's we got here? Vanilla and Aberanda. No, excuse me, I pronounced that wrong. Sorry.
Ashwagandha.
Amburana. Excuse me, Amburana wood.
That's
yes.
that's a vitamin or something.
Yeah.
Mother-in-law's
So
always
vanilla
getting
with
it.
Amburana wood.
Amburana.
Highland Park. Excuse me.
And if I'm not
Highland Park
mistaken,
Brewery.
Highland Park.
if I'm not
Highland Park
mistaken,
Brewery. Firestone Walker.
12.5%.
12.5%.
Good night.
And we are
Night punches, everybody.
Yeah.
we are ending our beer share tonight with a beer that's
Go
called
big or go
Only
home.
Beginnings.
I would say, yeah.
So this is to beginnings, right? This is to the continuation.
New
of-
beginnings, the continuation of the show. This is our 2-year anniversary. My good friend Joshua Kunkel, he's sitting here right here enjoying a beer with us.
enjoying all of these beers. with
I know
us.
he's probably been laughing his ass off the whole time. I wish he was here to interject his floating nipples and howdy hows. Buddy, I miss you so much. You don't even know. But we're going to keep this shit going. Right, Brandon?
That is correct.
Oh, we're gonna drink after we go off air.
Oh, of course.
Well, that too.
And,
we're gonna
and
do a shotgun. I
They-
think.
we're gonna do-
Jasmine, I
well,
think you need to do a shotgun.
We're
I
gonna.
don't know how.
I've got
we're gonna do it first
I've got a
time,
cuvee here for Brandon.
Yo, I'll do it. I'll
my
drink
God.
that. Hey, but in honor of Joshua Kunkel, cheers, please. And we gotta get. We had to get
Beginnings.
Justin and Jasmine.
yeah,
some
we're
beers.
gonna pour some of this
But-
here.
That was a little preemptive.
I miss Josh.
Ooh, look how dark that is.
We
I
all
do
miss
too.
Josh.
I miss him.
we missed the random facts. Like
All
Not just
All the great
random facts,
information.
but god damn, dude, you could ask him anything, and he would just like pull it out of his ass because he was so smart. I mean, well, he's a fucking librarian. So
Just
there's
a-
that.
I was about to
just a
say,
nice guy, man. Just
I mean-
all around nice guy. Love that guy, man.
And he made good beer.
Definitely.
And he was going to continue to make good beer. And in his honor, breweries have made his recipe, and they're going to continue. All the breweries out in the desert, as well as King's Brewing here in the future, you're going to be seeing some of Josh's beers. Shout out to Jeremiah. He's been very supportive of us here at the show. And stay tuned for that. There may or may not be a lager coming soon. No, you're good. Go ahead. But we're gonna drink this stout, and then I think we might do a live video for the
Shotgun portion?
shotgun. Yeah, just the
Shotguns and cuvées.
Let's
But
go.
I mentioned earlier, and I told everybody to stay tuned. Right?
Oh, big announcement.
I wanted to say something that Brandan and I have already discussed, and this is a big deal, really big deal, because this has never been done before on any, as far as to my knowledge, podcast, craft beer podcast ever.
Yes.
And we're gonna try to do it. We're not gonna try; we're gonna do it.
Damn right.
So stay tuned for some fundraising efforts by the BeerDad and Brewed Podcast in various forms to help fund a trip. Not this year because it was canceled, but next year, providing the COVIDs go away. I like the drum roll. Thank you. The BeerDad and Brewed Podcast is going to Oktoberfest in Munich, Germany, and we are going to record a motherfucking podcast at Oktoberfest in Munich at the festival. How fucking cool is that?
I think it's pretty fucking cool.
Hell yeah.
Boom.
Jelly legs right here.
Christopher,
You're coming too, man.
you're
Oh,
invited.
shit. Oh, my God.
Everybody's invited.
Oh, fuck.
Anybody that wants to be
Of
a part
course,
of it and
man.
wants to go.
My whole family's already coming. Now.
You
Like,
have
literally, they're
you have a
they're already
year.
on the plane.
Well, I mean, I've already donated.
A
You just
year
don't know
early.
it yet.
Everybody's on the plane, man.
we have a whole year to get this all squared away, but Brandon and I are going to work on it. So stay tuned for some of that, because for those that don't know, when they think about Oktoberfest, they think, well, it's October. No, actually, it's September. So we're going to be going in September because the point of Oktoberfest is to bring in the fall, bring in October.
That's right.
And the festival starts in September. So we'll be going sometime in
solstice.
September of
Last 2 weeks.
2022.
Damn right. We're gonna dust off the Leverwesens and we're gonna hit it hard.
Libra reasons.
It's going to be interesting. I haven't decided where. Maybe we'll do multiple tents. We'll probably have to do the show just on the outside of the tent, only because I personally have been to Oktoberfest and I know how fucking crazy it is inside those tents. And so you probably wouldn't hear a word we're saying, no matter how great my microphones and noise canceling equipment is. It's not going to work. So we'll probably be just on the outskirts of the tents, but there'll be video and live and all that kind of bullshit. And we're going to make it happen. We're going to have a good time. And we are going to involve our listeners in it because I know you guys want that to happen too. So we'll have you guys have the opportunity to help support that, so you can hear it and be a part of history, podcast history. First time a United States craft beer podcast goes to the motherland of beer and celebrates at Oktoberfest. How cool is that, Brandon?
It's pretty fucking awesome, man. I'm excited.
I'm very excited only because, I went in 2018 and I just remember thinking to myself, I have to come back.
Yeah.
This is so fun. It's so cool for somebody that loves beer to see something like that. What I loved about Oktoberfest, one, we met some amazing people, and Brandon, I'll probably introduce you to them because we'll probably meet up with them when we're over there. But there's no politics. There's no, you're this, you support this guy, and then, none of that over there. It was all about beer. It didn't matter what country you were from. A lot of people are like, oh, they hate Americans over there. No. As soon as someone finds, you're an American, let me buy you a beer. It's just one of those things where everybody just loves each other. It's beer. It's almost like world peace. It really is. If there could be more Oktoberfest, there'd be a lot more peace in this world. But to sit at a table, we were at a table dancing on top of the table and singing oompa music with, it was Americans, Germans, Brazilians, Irish people. It was a mix of all kinds of countries enjoying themselves. Not one bad word, not one bad blood was spilled. It was all prosts and drinking. By the way, liters of beer. They don't do flights over there, Brandon. They do liters.
Yeah. And it's all
Metric system,
sessionable
yeah.
beer.
Well, yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
you drink is going to be around the 5% mark.
Right.
Now there were some. We found the Andex, and we'll probably go there too. It's
Nice.
a monastery, and the
Yes.
beers are a little bit bigger.
Is that
than-
part of the fest?
Not part of the fest.
Oh, okay.
So this is Andex, the Holy Mountain, and it's about an hour train ride from Munich. And you go up there and you walk up the cobblestone streets. As you climb up to the top of the mountain, you see this beautiful monastery, and then there's a restaurant brewery there.
Sweet.
Amazing experience. I can't wait for Brandon to see it.
Oh man, it's gonna be awesome.
It's awesome. So hopefully, shout out to my brother Andrew and Chris the King Fokker. Yes, Chris the King Fokker and Mr. Craig. And hopefully they can actually go too, because they were with me for the first trip in 2018. I've already pre-alerted them, so giving them a year to try to see if they can go as well. But everybody that is part of the BeerDad and Brewed podcast, we would love for you to come and party with us in Munich.
Oh, yeah.
So definitely stay tuned and for more updates as the year progresses. We got a whole year, Brandon, to raise funds for that trip.
I've got an interesting idea.
Uh-oh. What do you got, Christopher?
I'm scared.
For audience participation, I don't know if the logistics work. But maybe like a raffle for a listener to come along.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Wow. A listener.
Or not a raffle, but like who put up or shut up, you know?
Oh,
Whoever
yeah.
donates the most. Something like that.
That would be dope.
I like it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Whoever puts up the most in donations, go.
Or like we could match. Or if they put up a certain amount of money, we can match that and then buy their ticket.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That'd be cool.
I'm just spitballing.
No, that'd be rad.
I like
man.
it.
No, we could definitely come up with something.
We're going to keep working and
Yeah.
twirling some ideas here. That's a great idea, actually. How cool would that be to be a part of the show in Munich, Germany?
That's going to be awesome. It's going to be absolutely banana bread.
It will be banana bread. The whole thing banana bread.
Yeah,
Speaking of banana bread, we had this last...
have a beer.
It's
Oh,
not-
there's a beer here.
I only say banana bread because of the yeast.
It's not a
But
banana
this
bread
is
beer.
a stout that he poured, collab.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Jinx, you
That was
both owe
at the
each
same
other
time.
you owe me a
back rubs.
Oh my God.
Brandon's like, what did I get myself into?
I hope none of my family is listening.
Hi, parentals. Your dad, he's probably chuckling.
I was talking about him and me.
I'm sorry.
Well, hello there.
Me and Chris are holding
okay,
hands
Chris.
under the table,
There
if
we
you guys
go.
want to know.
Is that hands?
Oh.
Or are you docking?
Touching hands.
Touching
reaching
pain.
Oh, wait.
Touching pain.
Rubbing you.
Sweet peen on peen.
Penal.
Ba, ba, ba.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Sweet
you have made it towards the end of
This
the
is
show.
this is that time of the show.
This is where we have officially lost, and this is where usually listeners are like, "Yeah, the show's over."
Let's put them out of their misery.
As the great sportscaster used to say, "The lights are out."
That's right.
Yeah,
Jello's getting hard.
But I,
Joe's getting-
but I definitely think we need to drink this because
No, in all honesty,
and talk about this.
thing, it smells amazing.
Right.
Oh yeah.
It does.
Only
I could
beginnings.
bathe in this.
All right.
Only beginning.
We might have to make that a BeerDad and Brewed. What's that thing called? TikTok. Bew
Right.
bathing in this. Yeah, on TikTok.
No one wants to see
I'm pretty sure that would be like a how many views?
I do.
How many views? Well, I know you would, but how many views do you think that would garner?
Man, I could create an
to be
OnlyFans
on-
with that.
1 million.
Only for
views.
1 month.
Yeah, don't give
Only
that
for
away
one-
on
Oh
TikTok.
yeah, aren't they getting rid of that?
Yeah,
That's an
well,
OnlyFans
It's not going
video.
away. You just can't do anything dirty after a month from now.
Man, they made all their money off of that.
That's why I saw a meme the other day and it said OnlyFans employees next month, and it's like a bunch of really hot girls in McDonald's costumes.
Yeah, because they're taking away the sexual aspect
Yes.
of
Yes,
it, right?
yeah.
No more
It's like
no more
Tumblr.
nookie. Yeah.
It just completely defeats the whole purpose.
Yeah. Very interesting.
All right. Only beginnings. Imperial Stout with vanilla and Amburana wood from Highland Park Brewery. Actually, this is a
HPB.
it's a Firestone Walker
Firestone.
Highland Park Brewery collaboration. Here we go.
Hi.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
2 year
New
anniversary.
beginnings. 2 year
Guys.
anniversary.
To 2
Cilantro.
years.
Beginnings,
Yep.
ends. No,
Happy
nothing
anniversary.
ends. Only beginnings.
Cheers to Joshua.
Cheers to Josh.
Buddy, thank you
2
for being
years,
here.
baby.
Gosh.
Every new
Uh,
beginning comes
yeah.
from some other beginning.
That's right.
And
Cheers to everyone that's been a part of the BeerDad and Brewed podcast. There's so many that have been a part. I'm going to quickly start thanking some of them, and I hope I don't forget anybody. But we already talked to Jose, who was a part of the very first episode, as well as the Beaver Man back in Hollister, Missouri. So thank you for joining us. But fuck, Brandon, here we go. So Christopher Martin, thank you very
Hi.
much for being a part of the show. You've been on a couple episodes
Thank
now.
you for having me back, man.
Yeah,
It's
thank you.
been a long time in the works.
And of course, Brandan, because, well, you're here now and you're kind of stuck. You can't go anywhere. So sorry
all good,
about
man.
that. But
I dig it, man.
Definitely a huge shout out to Jimmy and the Craft Lounge for being our sponsors. Cheers to the Craft Lounge and cheers to their success and many more years of success to the Craft Lounge. Truly, without blowing smoke, this is the best place here in the Inland Empire, in my opinion. You have world-class treatment. The customer service is amazing. The people here are knowledgeable about beer. Jimmy procures amazing local craft beer, as well as craft beer from all over the place. And you got to come check it out.
Amazing entertainment, amazing food.
You got live entertainment. Fuck, sometimes you come in here and you see some random idiots like us talking about beer on a podcast. I mean, how cool is that?
Speaking of which, we only grabbed like a couple of randos. I wish Soda was still here.
Yeah, I know, man. He would have been perfect.
Oh, he would have been. He was good. He was on our.
He cracked
last
me
episode
up,
of the
dude.
season.
He cracked me up.
He was definitely funny. So shout out to Soto, but he was doing light. He had to go home. Man, God, there's so many people. So Joshua Kunkel,
yes,
from day one, my buddy. I miss you.
Always.
And you'll never be forgotten on this show ever. We're going to pour a beer for you every episode. And you'll probably be mentioned on just about every episode. So I apologize for that. Shout out to Joshua's family, Tori and Roxana. And I know that you miss them as well, but thank you for being an extended part of the BeerDad and Brewed family. Man, there's so many people that have been on the show. Johnny C., congratulations on retirement and living the RV lifestyle. He's now traveling the country with his bride, and they're
nice.
God, last time I checked, I think they were up in Idaho, but they're all over the place in that big old diesel pusher. So Johnny C., congrats on retirement.
Guy's a fucking character.
He is great, dude. God, who else has been on the show? Well, we'll talk about breweries. Don Putt, Idlewild Brew Pub. Thank you, Don, for being a part of the show. Thank you for supporting the show, and cheers to many more years of success at the Idlewild Brew Pub. I love that place, and I encourage all our listeners to definitely check out the Idlewild Brew Pub.
Beautiful.
Can't beat the location.
Look at the color on that. Wait, are you going to chug the whole thing?
No.
Because
Don't chug
I
it.
kind of want to try it.
So
we could all try it.
who else? Brandon, who else? We got Don Putt.
Let's thank all the Texas homies. We'll go B52.
Chris Gray and Rand Myrick there at B52 Brewing. Thank you guys.
Urban South.
Urban
ATX,
South. Justin
ATX.
and Angie, thank you for the hospitality. I know Dave wasn't there, but shout out to him as well.
Of course, Bob Brew House.
Marcus and Kinga, the Wonderly family, thank you so much for the hospitality and inviting us to your 5-year anniversary and being a huge part of our show.
Jeremiah from Kings.
Jeremiah, another huge supporter of the BeerDad and Brewed podcast. You've done so much for our show. Still, to this day, the number one most downloaded episode in our history is the King's Brewing episode from Season 2, Episode 1. As well as Doreen, his wife. You guys are huge supporters, great family members, and we got a lot of stuff going on in the future with you guys, so shout out to King's Brewing.
The newest, I'd say Solaris Brewing.
Solaris Brewing, Chad and Skylar, thank you for making us laugh and keeping us entertained and sharing your wonderful beer and yes, and the burps. Thank you very much. Who else? There's more. I know there's more.
Couldn't get that out.
There is more. But wait,
there's a lot more.
There's more. Who else has been on the show? Danny Freed, Heather, one of our listeners. Who?
Eli Froze.
Oh God, Eli Froze.
How about Monstera?
Monstera Brewing, shout out Will, the owner of Monstera Brewing, as well as Gabe. Thank you for allowing Josh and I to brew with your product. I love the whole science behind everything that you guys do with your water profiles. That was really cool. Thank you so much.
Panther Island Brewery.
Panther Island is coming soon.
Featured.
Yeah.
Soon,
we're gonna
Joe in the collectible card game.
Yes,
Joe.
Battle of the Breweries. What's up? Thank you so much for allowing us to play a game. We really appreciate it, and cheers to your success with your card game. Fuck, dude, it's 2 years. There's a lot there.
There's a lot.
Where did you guys celebrate Josh's birthday?
Savagewood.
Savagewood Brewing. Yeah.
Lance Savagewood, thank you so much for having us down at your brewery during your party, and that was also Joshua's birthday, so thank you for having a special moment and in my memories.
June 19th.
Yes, and we were down there, and God, Josh had the biggest fucking bottle of beer that you've ever seen, and it was we were all excited for him to pop that motherfucker, and the cork made no noise.
Speaking of drinking big beers, I have to tell the story. So he brought in this giant boot that he had, and I can't remember how many beers it held, but it was kind of funny because actually the boot he had here, but there was a giant glass. And we were joking about, filling it up. And he was like, man, I'll drink out of it. I was like, all right, on, cool. So filled it up with Tremor. And I have a picture of him drinking it. And it's really funny. But it just kind of goes to show like the kind of person he was. He was just kind of like down for whatever, just to have a good time and make people laugh and enjoy himself. It was freaking awesome, man. So the big bottles, the big glasses, the boots, it's just like, just him, man. I really loved it.
I almost forgot. John Denham, DOA Radio. Thank you for showing us a good time at Spindle Tap Brewing in Houston as well. We almost forgot about that. That was the night that you got lost.
It didn't get lost.
Bring that up.
Good times, baby.
There's just too many damn Best Westerns. That's all I gotta say, man. Oh yeah. Shout out to Rodney from
Craft Beer Empire. Rodney, what's up, buddy? Thank you for hanging out with us in Houston. That was really amazing. I know you made a special connection with Joshua as well as myself, and we appreciate you. Everybody in Texas was amazing. Yeah, totally. And we will definitely be back in Texas for sure, 100% at some point. So, God damn, I just hope I'm not forgetting anyone. Well, Jasmine, thank you, because this is the first time. Well, you've been around during episodes, but thank you for actually being here and bringing beer and contributing to the share. Thank you. Ingrid. Shout out to Ingrid. She's actually here tonight. She's been busting her ass the whole time. We've been seeing her working. Nico, the Craft Lounge.
That's right.
Nico, we love you, brother. You work hard, and I know Jimmy likes to give you a hard time because you're vertically challenged, but don't let that get in the way of our friendship, okay? One day you'll grow. I promise. One day.
Come on, Jansen. Give up those runs, baby.
Oh, I would love to see that. You would love to see it.
Wouldn't that be a great end?
It'd be the perfect
for this podcast.
The Potters just tied this right now.
And then we're gonna
anniversary.
And then we're gonna drink. And then we're gonna drink this cuvee.
Oh God.
Yeah, we are.
That is rough.
All right, let me finish the rest of this because this is awesome. By the way, I want to say
it doesn't smell.
This is one of the dopest stouts I've had in a long time.
It's really good.
It's fucking awesome. The vanilla is extremely prominent.
Yes,
it's so sweet on the back.
For me.
Oh man,
nothing but cinnamon over here.
I got vanilla. Dude.
Delicious.
It's so awesome. I only have one, and this is it. So
weak.
Bummer.
Damn, that's weak.
I got a bunch of Timbo and
it was a solid
and
try.
World Champ though.
It was a solid try, and it's not over. Padres still have a couple more games against the
Dodgers.
Dodgers.
Sure. Yeah. And they're leading the season series.
Yeah. So there's that. But thank you, everybody. This is one that I can't forget. I want to thank you,
listeners,
to the listeners.
Yes.
Of course, always
5,000 and growing. Thank you so much for being a part of this crazy ass ride that is the BeerDad and Brewed Podcast. I know you've put up with a lot. There's been a lot of ups and downs, some crazy shit, some shenanigans, a lot of butt chugging, a lot of weird, crazy stuff,
a lot of wrestling,
floating nipples, wrestling. I mean, you name it, we've had it. But cock rings now, that's a new one.
Shotgunning.
Oh, that's gonna stick around.
Docking.
Anytime we drop a beer cap.
Anytime I show up, I'm going to be reminded of them.
And shout out to the Sound Creeps, the ASMR
Always,
fans.
baby.
We really appreciate you guys too as well. But yes, our listeners all over the world, not just the country. We have listeners in over the pond, as you would say, right? We know Joe's one of them. They're at Battle of the Breweries, but over in Great Britain. We have listeners in New Zealand, Germany, Brazil, Africa. What am I missing? Russia, France. Big in France. That's a new one. I don't know what's going on over there, but I don't
Craft
know.
beer revolution.
Yeah, I don't parlez-vous français because I tried that in 7th grade and figured out that Spanish was easier. But thank you for listening over in France. and Sweden as well. Peter, Krister, I know you guys are big fans over there. Thank you for listening. And they supported our glass fundraiser, so definitely appreciate it. It's really cool to see pictures of Swedish beer with a BeerDad and Brewed podcast glass. Took a while to get over there. Their customs is weird. It's like ship it got there in 2 weeks, but sat in customs for like 40 days.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like, their glass is like, what the heck's going on? I don't know. But anyways, just shout out Japan.
Oh.
We got a lot of fans in Japan. Arigato. We're gonna go there. That's another trip that I'd love to do.
I want to go so bad.
That's my bucket list trip, and there's some listeners over there that really enjoy the show, so I'd love to go over there and drink some beers with them.
Oh yeah, fantastic.
Craft beer is huge in Tokyo right now.
Yeah, totally.
So it'd be fun to go over there and check it out and see the craft beer scene and bring some American beers over there for them to enjoy.
Anybody who wants to shotgun with me in Japan,
dude,
this is an open invitation.
Yeah,
I
down.
actually have family out somewhere in Japan.
There you go. I like it.
Since I'm Japanese.
Brick Pub Lane. It's a nice little bottle shop over there that we got to go check out.
And then the Beer Lady too. There's a place called the Beer Lady. And
Okay.
they have a ton of beer, and they have a lot of beer from the U.S. as well. It's kind of cool.
And because I'm a Disney freak, I have to go to Disney Sea over there
of
too.
course.
Oh, yeah.
And if we can
That'd be
somehow
dope.
plan it to be there during the Cherry Blossom Festival, I've always wanted to see that.
That'd be awesome.
Got to see the cherry blossoms.
I would love
So, yeah, but shout out to our international listeners as well as all our listeners here in the United States. Thank you for being a part of the BeerDad and Brewed podcast, and stay tuned for future shenanigans. There's going to be a lot more. This is our second anniversary. We're only on episode 2 of season 3. We got a lot more beer to drink. And
Speaking of shenanigans and beer to
Brandon
drink,
is holding a cuvee of everything we've drank tonight.
so Chris did
Wait,
this.
is this an after outro? Or,
Yeah, this will be a little like
Like
I guess like a secret track.
Yeah.
You guys want to be quiet for like 10 seconds so they think it's over?
No.
No, you know what I mean. Like when you
Be quiet.
no, baby.
No, we can wrap the show and then do it.
You know when you listen to an album and then it's quiet for a while and then another song starts.
Oh, there's a
that's
Green
what
Day
that's
song
what I
like
meant.
that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wrap the show and then we can do it as an outro track.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Done. All right. You ready?
Sure.
All right. Well, with that being said, thank you very much for being a part of this 2-year anniversary episode of the BeerDad and Brewed podcast. Thank you, friends. There it is. And it's not a 2-year anniversary unless Grandma joins the podcast, so we're going to listen to Grandma.
They also practice by drinking the urine of a ram.
The what?
They drink ram's piss.
Because of the pH balance?
No, because if you can drink ram's piss, fuck, you can drink almost anything.
She said fuck.
Oh, what is the malted liquor? What gets you drunk or quicker? What comes in bottles or in cans? Beer. Can't get enough of it. Beer. How we really love it. Beer. Makes me think I'm a man. Beer. I could kiss and hug it, but I'd rather chug it. Beer. My belly out to here. Beer. I could not refuse it. I could really use it. Beer, beer, beer. Beer. I can't remember how much I have had. I drank a 12-pack with my dad.
All right, Brandon. Here's your moment to shine.
Don't you dare chug that whole thing at once.
I'm not going to chug it, man.
Chug it.
So
No, don't you.
so for the listeners who've continued to listen, is Daniel here? Oh, shit, man. All right. So anyway, this is a cuvee, so meaning like a bunch of different beer.
No, it's basically every beer we've had on the show.
So
poured in different amounts.
Oh yeah, so a cuvee is a bunch of different beer in one glass, like mixed together. So this is, like Chris said, every beer that we have drank here tonight on the show, mixed in one glass. I'm going to drink it, and I'm going to tell you guys what I think.
One sip, everybody knows the rules.
All right,
chug it.
Frankie.
There you go. Let's do it.
Oh, drink it.
Okay.
Don't you fucking chug that.
I'm
though. I wanna
smelling
try
it. I'm not going to chug it, dude.
I'm so afraid you're going to
One
chug
sip,
it.
everybody.
You're known for chugging.
You know, fuck it. I'm going to chug it.
God damn it. No, let me
Wait,
get a sip if you're
Did
going
you
to chug
just
it.
say you're going to fuck it?
I'm going to fuck it and chug
Let
it.
me get the
Bug
first.
it. Chug it.
Football.
Football.
Let me get a first sip if you're going to chug it.
No, I'm not going to chug it. Dude, come on, man. I still want a shotgun for the gram.
All right.
All right, check it out.
Yeah.
You guys ready? All right. Let's go. Ooh.
How was it?
Okay. So when we do these cuvee things, so I want to say this. So when we did the cuvee things, like we did this on the stout episode. So you only taste one flavor typically, like one flavor, one adjunct, whatever.
One
like
stands out
usually
and rules
pops.
them all. Yeah.
And you know what it was?
Coconut.
It was the Westbrook. It had that
Wow.
like kind of I don't know, like burnt caramel, like macaroon chocolatey thing that just popped, and that's
so this is
that's what I got.
everything, right?
You know what's surprising about that? Because I probably poured the littlest of that beer in here.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's what I got the most.
I
of.
poured way more of that Firestone in here.
Wow, that's what I got the most of.
I'm going in. I'm going in.
That's what she said.
Lick it up.
See, no, I got a completely different. Like the flavor that I taste on there the most. It's like a passion fruit kind of flavor.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Tomato.
It's really interesting. It's like a really thin stout with passion fruit.
Wow, that's wild.
First of all, it looks like Dr. Pepper.
It does.
Smells nothing like Dr. Pepper. Here's what I get. So on the visual, it looks like a cherry Coke / Dr. Pepper, cherry Dr. Pepper-ish. On the color, so you got a red hue with a dark brown color, little to zero head, if you guys are wondering. On the aroma, feet.
And ass.
So I don't get the ass quite yet.
You never go foot to ass.
Definitely.
You never go foot to ass.
And not just feet, but in between toe feet.
You never really got ass to foot either.
Hey.
Oh my. All right, so here we go on the taste.
Eye flutter.
I saw your the way your
flutter.
mouth, you like your teeth are right. Oh.
I won't say that it's horrible, but it's bad.
What did you get?
You know what? So it's funny because you picked out that as your dominant profile. I taste the hazy IPA, the Champs.
We're all gonna get something different. This is amazing.
Wow, that's
which
rad.
is surprising because it's dark. I mean, it looks like I'm drinking a porter almost with no foam.
Yeah,
but yeah,
You
all
get
right.
that.
Whoa. Jasmine,
You get that Highland Park World Champ.
right?
Jasmine.
we're all gonna say something different. I love it.
I had to throw that in there. Sorry.
Oh my god. It does smell like feet.
It does. See, it does. It's a very bad smell.
Yeah, it smells like ass.
I called it.
Foot and ass.
Okay, foot and ass, like Red Foreman.
A cuvee of everything that was drank tonight on the BeerDad and Brewed Podcast.
All right.
Don't be scared. Just put it in your mouth.
It's not that bad.
Just drink.
I'm not afraid to put things in my mouth.
Oh, skirt.
The Brandon's like, she's not lying. he just did the. You guys see the guy on TikTok that does the.
Oh,
What's his name?
Cubby or.
Oh my god, that guy cracked
It's so
me up.
awesome, dude.
Oh my god, some of the shit on there, and it's funny because he started doing those videos. Like some of those videos that he's done are things where I saw that initial video and I was like, "Are you fucking stupid? You literally could have done it this way." And then he started doing those
So
videos where
funny.
it's like.
He does like the hands out, like I told you so. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Like
so
really,
easy. It's so easy. Really.
easy. Like there was the one where it was the mask was like in the handle of the coffee mug, and the dude like literally like beat his coffee mug nice and lightly to get the handle off to take the mask out, and like he has a coffee mug with a mask in it, and he literally just pulls the mask out and goes, "Meh." And I'm like, God damn, this guy's a genius.
Jasmine.
Love him. Love to have him on the show.
I know what it smells like, and this might sound weird. So, shout out to this place. But I used to work for a place called Breakwater Brewery down in downtown Oceanside. But I did a little bit of everything
school.
there, and I remember at one point, like in their kitchen, this smells like kitchen water.
But how does it
That's what
taste?
smells like. Okay, so it tastes like I tasted it already, but I'm gonna do it again.
She likes it. Mikey likes it.
I guess
It tastes just.
What do
I
you
don't
taste?
know. It just tastes very sour. Like,
She got the sour.
She got that farmhouse and that wild geese.
Yeah.
That
it
was the
just-
sea monkeys that you poured in there.
Sea monkeys. I forgot about those
the
guys.
poor little beard monkeys.
Yep.
Damn.
Apparently, they
Yeast
can
monkeys.
survive in an environment with stouts as well. There you
Stouts and IPAs and all sorts of
Yeah,
different
it's
yeast strains.
very sour.
Beautiful.
Very, very.
go. I
weird.
love that we all got something different out of that. Yeah. That made for a great little tidbit.
All right. I don't suggest anybody down that.
No.
I really don't. It's
I'm okay.
probably
like-
grounds for tossing your hot dog that you had by the beautiful Judy of Juju's Hot Dogs. We don't want to waste that.
No, definitely not.
Who has the hottest buns in the Inland Empire?
Judy does.
Judy?
I love the fact when
Judy?
when I asked her that, her boyfriend started like zooming in on her buns, and I'm not talking about the hot dog buns, which was what I was actually talking about. But that was pretty funny. But shout out to Juju's Hot Dogs, really amazing hot dogs here available at the Craft Lounge every Tuesday, and we're good. Are we good?
I think that's it.
Wow.
All right. Well, thanks for this little bonus tidbit here on the BeerDad and Brewed Podcast, celebrating our second year anniversary and many more anniversaries to come and many more shenanigans to come. Shout out to everybody. Thanks for listening. We appreciate you. And like I always say, be kind to everybody. If everyone was kinder in this world, we'd have so much less bullshit, right?
That is correct.
Be kind and drink a beer and say cheers, prost, salute,
Justin,
whatever you want.
happy anniversary.
Thank you, brother.
Happy anniversary and
anniversary.
cheers to Josh.
Cheers to Josh. We miss you, brother.